Huh.
Yeah, it works for me.
Woo! Let's get started.
Yeah. Our band of adventurers had recently arrived at the city of Platinum Hold, one of the major dwarf cities of the kingdom. Through a long trek through the tunnel, you had arrived in the Landwalker's Hold, an area just above Platinum Hold itself. After a short stay, you had made your way down to the main city of Platinum Hold, where Trofnar came upon an old friend of his, a dwarf called Irma. You then decided to take up a job for a apparently homeless individual known as the Anvil, to go to an old headquarters and clear it out completely. There you went in and did so, through some struggles, and uncovered a secret room and vault. Inside, you were laid upon by a spectral ghost and what appeared to be a lich hound. Through a somewhat close battle, you were able to defeat the ghost and escape. However, upon your return, Fortune and Trofnar attempted to return back to the HQ in order to destroy everything within. However, after a rather poor stealth check from both, the other people that they shared a room with tailed after them, eventually letting the guards know about them going somewhere. Thus, their plan to burn down the HQ failed, but not before discovering that the vault, once freezing cold, was now warm, with a fresh body in the brazier. Trofnar was then ordered to, in the morning, arrive at Firehammer Keep and speak to a individual known as Ulav. And as you wake, what is it that you all wish to do?
I'm gonna go bother Trofnar.
Yeah, I'm basically going to sleep, right?
Yeah, so you had all made it back to the gravel pit, you had gone to your respective beds, and you had slept. So, it's start of a new day.
Just like finishing push-ups and sit-ups. And like up
I guess I would go look for
I want to tune my lute.
I'll go look for Trofnar and Fortune. Then if he wants to go help look for them. That's her choice.
I mean, isn't
Nope, I'm gonna go downstairs and eat
Okay.
or
aren't
drink,
me and
honestly.
Because
Isn't
it's only
Trofnar and Fiona, are they in the same room?
no. We
No.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, we
Trofnar
are.
and Floriana are in the same room. Me and Fortune
Oh, wait,
are in the same.
Oh, wait, I missed which word it was. Wait, was it?
Oh yeah, I must ask, what do you guys think of my abomination against all those holy?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Some sort of weird bird monster.
It's a crime against nature.
Clearly.
Yeah,
Anyway.
also eventually like head down and have breakfast. Get breakfast
Yeah,
with everybody and sort of
I'll
try to...
follow him down after explaining a few more things about the party.
Okay. And yes, what is it, Delson?
Well, mostly, as you can tell, our party is quite diverse. However, that diversity does lead to us, well, we don't always agree on things sometimes.
Not
Some
many
of us
people
are
do,
more vocal
especially
about it.
so many.
Some of us
Not
are more
many.
vocal about us than others, though.
I see.
I feel like
Is there
I should
any-
just like sneeze, you know, and like someone's talking behind your back.
Is there anyone I should watch out for?
Eh,
Fortune. But I'm not
I
there
would,
with her.
I would say Fortune because she's very. Okay, to say this in the best way possible. When she sets her mind to something, it's very hard to get her to not do it.
I see.
And that can put us in very bad situations.
That could be useful.
Thing is, she's also
Yeah, and I
just
just-
as good as getting herself out of them as she is as getting in them.
I'll try to keep my eye out. Are you hungry? I just sort of like gestured to head downstairs. Continue.
Yeah, I am.
So, is there anything that anyone else is doing before you all reconvene on the ground floor of the gravel pit?
I'm pounding on
I
Trothnar's
guess.
door.
Yeah, and I guess because I'm actually in the same room with Truffner because I forgot the room arrangement, then I think we're going to talk before we go down there, I guess.
Alright, that's down to you guys.
We'll wake up and see if Truffner's awake as I hear shit pounding on the door. Where's Truffner?
Trothnar, wake up.
We would have. It's funny because we would have like seen that when we were walking downstairs. Dom or Delson is like, she's very persistent, and then I'm like looking over, and she's like, Trotnar.
That's lovely.
See what I mean?
Yeah, so
Incredibly
Yeah.
persistent.
Yeah, so Trufnar, you can hear your door being just pounded on. What are you doing?
Storming out of bed in a huff and seeing who the hell's waking me up like this.
Okay, so you open the door and you see Fortune is kind of
Oh,
just there mid-knock, and you can see Floriana's behind her as well.
It's probably what I expected.
Very nice.
Alright, Trotnar, come with me. Floriana, do whatever you need to do.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna pull him out into the hall.
Wait, what
you
actually happened last night as you guys walk out the room too fast?
Can you repeat that, please?
I guess I was asking what happened as you just shut the door in my face.
I mean, kinda. Is that what you want to do? Me? What's her name? Anna Fortune?
Yeah, I'm just shutting the door in his face mid-sentence.
Hey. That was rude.
Alright.
Like-
So, where is it that you're going today?
Need to go to Firehammer Keep.
And where is that?
But you're not paying attention on my grand tour.
I was a little distracted on the tour. I got most of it. I understood a couple of the side streets, but yes, mostly.
Right. Firehammer Keep is that massive fuck-off castle in the middle of town, right? That like this whole place is built around.
Ah, I
That's
see.
Firehammer Keep. Think around this place.
I'll be right
Go
back.
from that one place.
Fortune's just gone to BRB, so we'll put a pause on that conversation, I guess, and go down to the rest of you who are currently downstairs in the tavern. So,
I guess I could try a rolling a listen or a perception to see if I can listen in.
that would be perception.
Yeah, perception. I'll just roll that real quick beforehand.
Just
Roll very well.
Fortune's eyes roll to the back of her head and she just stops functioning.
Yeah,
Roll one-
and
roll
yeah, 21.
so-
Yeah, I'd say you're able to hear it pretty well. But obviously, because Anna's just got on BRB, we'll just focus on it. Oh, wait. No, Anna's just came back now.
Err.
Sorry, pet sitting. Had to wipe off the puppy paws.
That's really?
What were we in the center of?
You were talking.
You were in,
We were
you were in
having
the
a
middle of the
chat.
conversation.
Oh, right.
So I gotta go to that
Big fuck off castle.
big bastard castle right in the middle of the volcano.
Alright. Do you need me to join you?
I mean, I don't. They probably, won't let you inside the walls, but you can come if you like.
Yeah, I'll come along.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, company.
And I'm gonna kneel down and give Trothar an actual hug. It's okay.
Oh. I mean, actual hug. Well, as in, like... Okay.
Like, she gets down to his level, so she's not taller than him at the moment.
Can I do like a quick look over both my shoulders in case anyone's looking, and then give her a hug?
I would have thought that you guys were just in the room.
Yeah, I thought that you guys
Oh,
were in the
oh.
Yeah,
No,
well,
we were out in the
I
hall
thought-
because I shut the door on Floriana's face.
Yeah, I'm listening in the
Yeah,
room. and they
Oh,
went
I
outside.
remember.
They went out the room.
Oh, okay.
I
Well then,
remember.
as far as you can see, you can't see anyone else that's there.
Then yeah, then I just fully fucking reciprocate that hug.
Yeah, I can just hear the fact that she's giving him a hug.
How can you hear a hug?
No, you
I
can't
hear.
hear.
I
the
hear
hug.
that you. I hear that you're offering you a hug.
Hugs are famously silent.
Yeah.
Shut up. I know.
So you don't hear the hug, but you heard the rest of the conversation because 21 on your perception. My God.
Yeah, I'm surprised I rolled. I figured I was just gonna be deaf.
Yeah. All right. So you finish your conversation and you join the rest of your party down in the down at the gravel pit. You can see a few individuals just having a very quick, what appears to be like waking up fight in the pit. They're not using the gloves and they're just kind of like just light jabs at each other. This doesn't seem to be like a full-on fight. It just seems to be a warming up thing. The one thing you notice, no sign of Anvil.
That was what I was going to ask. I was going to say if ask if there was any Anvil.
No,
Oh,
Anvil is not there.
I'll follow along down shortly after them.
I mean, you see Stag still, but he appears to be just like eating a meal currently. But out of those like notable ones, like the only notable one outside of Irma you can see is Stag.
Mm.
Hmm.
Do I know Stag? I don't know Stag personally, do I?
You don't know Stag, no. You just know that he's a centaur that decided to take part in that gravel pit fight the other day.
Okay.
Come on, he's the stag.
I know. I know exactly who the man of myth and legend the Stag is. Okay. I'm role-playing it.
Do you really know though who the stag is? His
Does
life
anyone
story.
really? The centaur's an enigma. No one knows himself.
Not even he knows.
I
Let's see.
I'm glad you picked up on my reference. So,
What reference? Genuinely, what reference?
The
Top
Stig, maybe?
Gear. Yeah, the Stig.
Top Gear Stig. Anyway,
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
moving back on topic.
Yeah. Tell you what. I should probably ask someone about where the hell the Anvil's gone. I'll tell you what. On the way up to the bar, I say, can I go up to the bar and? So, does the gravel pit serve food?
It does, yes. It serves a few meats and vegetables, mostly meats.
I feel like the dwarf diet's quite meat based.
Yeah, because, you know, they have to do a lot of physical labor and such, so they need to keep their fat
You
up.
gotta have some mushrooms.
so
right?
what sort of meat do dwarves eat if they live most of their life underground?
Well, don't
I
forget,
guess
there's a Landwalker's hold up top.
There is, but I mean, like, generally speaking, if they eat a lot of meat.
I'm guessing it'll be like preserved, like salted pork and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
just a lot of preserved stuff. Cool.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
preserved pork and such. They do occasionally get fresh ones, but in an establishment like the gravel pit, it isn't big enough to get like fresh food all the time, so they just preserve what they get.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, yeah. So I go to the bar and order a hearty dwarven breakfast.
All right, that's
And,
2 copper per person.
Yeah, and I say like, oh, he wants food.
I'll have food. Huh?
If you're buying, I will take
Wait,
2
wait.
rounds of food.
Well, you want 2 breakfasts?
I'll take around too.
Mhm.
Thank you, Trotnar. Also, can you get around for our new friend here?
Yes,
Wait,
I'd
am I
raised my hand
ordering-
and said something.
Am I ordering ale or wait? Am I ordering ale or breakfast here?
Or both.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
they're the
No,
same
Just order
thing.
both.
no alcohol. Stop with the alcohol.
Both.
Just order both. Yeah.
Yeah, true. No,
Both
I
is
think
good.
it's a bit too early. I think. And anyway, I've got to be like, presentable and what? I'm going and chatting with the fucking hammer keepers. I can't be a drunken mess. Alright, so yeah, I basically order a plate of
Drunk.
breakfast for everyone.
Okay, so that is 14 copper in total.
How much is that in gold?
That would be like 0.15 of a gold.
Probably just silver, maybe 2.
Yeah,
One-
it's a
one silver-
silver and a half would be like a lot, and it would be
silver-
like the purchase.
One
and it's
silver,
good tip.
one silver and 4 copper would be the price on that one. A gold, you would get 8 silver and 6 copper back, roughly.
Oh, it's just the weird thing. It's
No,
like,
9 silver,
just
8 copper.
normal day-to-day things feels like having like 10 gold just sets you for normal day-to-day things for like quite a few
Yeah.
months. It feels
Oh,
like.
yeah, no.
One
10
gold is like $100 to me.
Yeah, it's gold is quite a lot. It's just because you're
So,
playing
like,
hunter, so you take
silver is
part
like
in
$10,
games.
so like 2 silver, $20, cheap place. A bunch of cheap meal. Not necessarily cheap, I should say, but this is medieval times,
Yeah,
and the prices don't exactly work that way.
yeah. Fantasy. I mean, if you want to give a gold, then that means you'll get 9 silver and 4 copper back. No, 9 silver and 6 copper back.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. That's what
So
happened.
what's the conversion rate of silver?
10 of
to
the previous is one of the next. So 10 copper, 1 silver, 10 silver, 1 gold, 10 gold, 1 platinum.
Okay, can I give a 2 silver and tell her to keep the change?
All right, yeah, sure. She takes the 2 silver and just kind of heads back into the back room to cook the meals. It looks like she doesn't actually have staff because
Oh,
she can't afford it.
tell you what. As a favor, while she's in the back room, making the food, I offer to, 10 bar for her. Keep, be behind the bar.
It's time for
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Trophy, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, by the way, Anna, have you seen the Amber recently?
No, I haven't seen him since he left last night.
Okay.
I mean, he tends to come and go as he pleases. Tends to go to wherever it is he sleeps. Comes back in, fights here for a bit, stays until near the end of the night, heads back, and just rinse and repeat.
Do you know of another place we could find him?
Outside of where he sleeps, probably not.
Where
That's...
does he sleep?
Anvil
Okay.
already described where he sleeps to you
It's
guys.
probably cleared out.
Does it?
Yeah, after you cleared it out, he said that the key opened up something. He said it was 2 blocks down to the left.
Okay, I think I just forgot they mentioned where he slept. Okay.
Wait, so is that where he sleeps? I thought he slept at the old Warden Manor.
He used to until the critters got in and basically drove him out. Like
Or
he said he used to sleep there.
Right.
Or that was a complete lie.
All that.
You don't know?
Why would he lie about that? That's a weird thing to lie about. Saying, it's like, haha, I told you I'm squatting someplace while I'm actually sleeping in this disgusting gutter. Haha, I tricked you. It's a weird thing to lie about.
Okay. Okay, Trafnar. I guess I'll mention it since it does seem like we're becoming very untrustworthy, but when we actually asked him about when we told him about the vault the first time, he actually did seem to know about it. So he might have actually intended for us to clear it out literally just to get at the vault, actually. It just didn't seem relevant when we came back to him the first time, etc. Because it's like, well, he knew of it, but it does seem kind of odd now.
Just some worry, that's all. I don't like anyone having, sniffing around that place anyway. So,
Yep.
when I suddenly see, he's not in his, in the regular pub anymore, I kind of get a bit worried,
Mm-hmm. Even I know something
wish-
happened because we showed up.
What?
Whatever. Yeah. And
So, yes, and so does the gravel pit have table sets?
No, well, he does. It's Irma that brings him around, so she has to.
Okay.
So eventually, food is done. She does have to make a few trips because of how many they are.
Okay. Yeah. I stand up and help her bring the food over.
All right. So
Right, there you go, lads. Again.
Thank you, Trotnar. It's much appreciated.
Describe what's on their breakfast plates.
It is a lot of pork. Like, you can see what appears to be salted bacon. There are a few mushrooms here and there, but it is mostly like pork, just salted pork.
I take off the
Delicious
mushrooms
protein.
and I put them on Fortune's plate.
I think, yeah, I see Nemesis do that, and then I'll just do the same, just kind of like, because
I'll
like I
do the-
honestly, the protein is what I want.
Is it mushroom protein?
I'll honestly do the same.
It is, but you know.
Oh my god! Fortune sent a plate of mushrooms.
Fortune's plate just steadily becomes more mushroom than pork.
mushrooms? What?
Yeah.
It's the only
Wait.
thing that can grow down here, man.
Yeah. Wait, why does Fortune have so many mushrooms?
Because everyone's just putting it onto her plate for some reason.
What is Fortune doing right now? What does she look like?
I am just grinning like an idiot as people keep piling on mushrooms.
Oh my god.
Why is everyone doing it? Why we're eating it?
Because no one likes mushroom.
Admittedly, I don't like. Admittedly,
Fortune likes mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't like mushrooms really in real
Chocolate
life
likes
either.
mushroom, like I was saying.
It's a good thing that we're giving her mushrooms.
I think
Yeah,
as we're all sitting here, I think just like out to the table, Volith says, "So, what is the plan for the day?"
Well, there was a thing. Wait, what was the thing? Trotnar, what were the directions given to the cache?
Oh, I'm on the spot now. 1 second. I can't.
See if you can
I
remember what I
proceed
said to
to
you
t-
about 3 minutes ago.
I proceed to tell them the directions to the cache.
I told you 3 minutes ago!
No!
2 blocks
Take a
down
soda.
to the left, there is a
There
crate
you go.
with the key that will open the crate.
There you go. 2 blocks down to the left.
And
Okay.
that's everything.
Well, I'll be going to see if there's any alchemical supplies.
There's
Yeah,
also a
but-
plan to not get arrested. And I look over to Fortune and Gratian.
I'm not doing anything to get arrested.
Say that to you last night.
Hey, look, she was with me, okay? It was my idea to go, right?
What did you
Yeah,
going
we
do?
on?
haven't been doing anything bad.
Wait, what happened? Them?
Trotnar, it's time for you to actually explain what did happen last night.
What were
We
you
just took
Yes.
a little
doing?
tour through the city. It's all right. Don't worry about it,
It
Delson.
wasn't a little tour. You went back into that house.
That
Look, all we were trying to do, we were trying to figure out a way of getting all that ale from down in the basement, of getting it back here. That's I gotta be a good 24 gallons down there. Can you that would keep Irma and the gravel pit stocked up for months.
And
Can I
then
insight
Nemesis
check?
and Florian.
Yeah,
Make an insight check.
I
Trufnar,
forget,
make
did
a
you-
deception check, Trufnar.
Do me and
Is it
Fortune,
not my line?
do me and
Yeah,
Nemesis already know it's a lie, or did? Yeah.
I'm inciting this.
I'd still say that if you were to make an insight check, it'd just be a normal insight check, because for all you know, it could be, because he's...
Okay,
Oh,
can you insight for me because my thing isn't working?
sure.
Oof.
Thank
Okay,
you.
the first
Delson,
Wasn't that 20?
Rolls a lovely nat 20 with my critical failure.
Okay.
Unresponsive.
It's fine,
thanks.
So I'm pretty sure even like I'm not rolling an insight check, but my passive insight would be 8, even though I suck at insight, and so I'd still beat that deception. I'm pretty sure.
Everyone but Delson, because amazingly, even with an 8 on deception.
Actually, if you meet,
Yeah,
you
wow,
beat,
maybe,
so yeah, no.
maybe
If
they were
he's
actually trying
making
to
the
do
roll,
good.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would say for insight it
Great.
would definitely be a roll because I'd only really use the passive stuff with perception, so you'd have to do an insight
Okay.
check.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have
No,
the
I'm just.
party's
I'll
greatest
accept whatever he's saying. It doesn't really
Okay,
matter.
yep. So everyone, those that did an insight check, wow, it seems that Fortune and Truffenor were actually trying to do some good. Delson, I don't think he's full of shit. You don't know why he was going in there, but it wasn't for the ale.
Drop,
And you have
please.
suddenly figured out all his poker talents. Yeah.
Any.
I am the party's greatest detective.
Well, regardless of that, did you have any troubles with the, what are they called? Hammer keepers, fire keepers,
How many keepers? Aye.
hammer keepers. Yeah. 'cause
Firekeepers are something entirely different.
I'm
Keep the fires.
I'm a human not from this kingdom. Why would I know? They both keepers.
Well, the hammer
I
keepers.
understand.
halfway
The,
keepers.
I'm
Structures here are very confusing.
How can
So did you have any
confuse
trouble with them?
Hammers and fire. Anyway.
I just
Yeah,
wave my
trouble?
hand. I'm like, don't worry.
So did you have any trouble with the hammer keepers?
Not really. Well, we ran into two. No thanks to. Well, just I guess we were making a little noise doing it, and they just said, right, just get out of here and get lost and don't make a fuss anymore. Basically, that's what they said. So it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to play something, I'm probably getting to see.
While
Sure.
they're talking, can I lean over to, what is his name? Vala?
Yes.
Vala. Okay, I'm gonna lean over to him, and I'm gonna whisper to him. Later on, can we speak in private?
Oh my.
Yes. Before we leave, pull me aside.
All right then.
Just continue back to the conversation, listening to them.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wait, what was that you guys just said over there?
We were
Roll
just
perception. Roll perception.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll perception. See if you hear it.
Do we have to roll stealth checks?
No, because I'd say you're whispering it quite quietly.
Yeah,
so
because I think that we can just like whisper pretty reasonably.
Yeah.
11. You catch like maybe the odd word, but you're not enough to get the full picture.
All right.
Can I try?
Oh.
All I'm gonna do though.
At this point,
But I won't-
All back.
That's the wrong roll.
That makes honestly
I
that
did
makes a
not
lot
need
of
to roll
sense.
stealth, but of course, now I have a good roll for that.
Yeah, I'll say only you two can do it because I don't want like.
As
People
we
just
were
to
like
relate
discussing
it.
before the game even started, it makes a lot of sense. The Fortune would be like,
Yeah, no, you hear that, Fortune.
Oh no.
I'm just giving Nemesis the side eye while devouring the mushrooms.
Just
I don't notice because I'm completely oblivious.
yeah, I'm like focused on the conversation that Trothnar
Yeah,
is
we're
having
just-
on it. More
We're
so.
just, subtly chatting, eating our food.
I just look at Fortune like, what?
I just lean into Dulcin. She's gonna go talk with him in private.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
oh
my. Yeah.
You're horrible.
Okay. So funny.
Yes, I am.
Anyway, so
Anyways, does that mean that we're
Yeah,
all
I see. Yeah, I think like
separating.
our our breakfast, I should say. Like
I would say at this
finishes
point you're
early, which is
you're coming to the end of your breakfast.
yeah. So we should head to that cache then. I think. You all agree?
That's
Yes.
where, if I remember right, he
Okay.
said it's the cat.
Trothnor, lead the way.
All right, and then I proceed to lead the way to blocks to the left.
Isn't it the same place we might find Anvil as well? Or am I mistaken?
I think it was like Anvil's little.
Does
I
that
thought it
mean
was
that
like
me and Val are like walking like just
yeah, like
way
as
behind?
that happens, like everybody kind of funnels out, I imagine, and I was
Yeah.
just gonna like hang back, basically, like just
Yep,
sort of
yep.
like try to be the last people out of
Okay.
the room, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, and then you guys, but I'm pretty sure the manor place was like it was like a little bit down the way from that. But
Well,
that'll
and
be in a
Anvil
second
specifically
area.
said two blocks down from the gravel pit,
Mm-hmm.
not from the
Okay,
manor.
so it is just like a little bit away from here.
A little
Yeah,
bit
so you
away.
guys like head out and
Okay.
do that, and then just before we leave, I'm like second last down. I like turn towards Peach. I was like, yes.
I never remember.
You
I actually know what
said
happened.
something about dreams the other night, correct?
I did.
Would you know how to
Oh wait, yeah,
interpret
because
them?
Trostnar literally asked looking for Anvil. I just don't know if people look for it.
I not so much, but I may be able to help you. Yes.
All right.
I just sort of squid my eyes, and I'm curious as to what you mean. Like, were you having troubles with your dreams?
Not well. They're not so much dreams as they are visions. Last night, something happened. You see, after Fortune and Trothnar's little fiasco, we went back to bed, I fell asleep, and I had this dream with this person. It's hard to explain. Basically, they showed me visions of the grass, of the war, of people fighting, of people that I know that were, I don't know. It's just so complicated. What they said to me was that something along the lines of, it may have fallen, but where many, I don't know. I'm not good at interpreting these things.
We, what did they look like? May I ask?
You're going to think I'm a little crazy.
I just smile. I'm like, many people have said the same to me.
Well, person that showed me this is someone I've seen all my life. It's an angel of sorts. My guide, if you will.
A guide. You've seen
Yes.
them all your life?
Well, whenever I'm in times of stress or conflict, sometimes they send me these visions.
I think I understand. I too have a guide.
Is that so?
Yes. He speaks to me also through my dreams. Though I have not spoken to him my entire life, at least I don't think. Though, and I just kind of like zone out for a second, looking downwards and kind of upwards towards the sky. I guess I have spoken to him all my life.
kind of
Look
give him
back.
an odd look.
Yeah, I look back to Nemesis and I'm like, I am. I think perhaps. I don't know. Let me just think for a second. I don't actually have any like magic that can do anything about this. but I'm just thinking like I could tonight I will attempt to reach out to my guide.
What class was Valve again?
You don't know.
You don't really know yet, actually.
He hasn't told you.
Yeah.
I haven't like foretold anybody. I think maybe I just will now. Yeah, I'm totally a warlock.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good with that.
But yeah, I will attempt to reach out to him. This could be something I could help with. I think I just like outstretch my arms and then like give Nemesis like a big hug. And it's just
I
like
will-
a, you know, it's just like a super like I just like a bear hug sort of, you know. Nothing extra about it.
Even more.
Slowly, just awkwardly, like my arms kind of hovering over his back, just trying to like hug him back, but I don't do
So
that.
I get hover hand by Nemesis.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So sort of leave. I'm like, let us join the others, and then we sort of like continue out of the tavern,
Sashi, you're out
trying
already.
to catch up to everybody as they've
bright
like
red,
gone like a
just-
block up the road.
Bright red to the point where even the hair starts to kind of go red in embarrassment.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Nemesis' hair turned red.
Yep.
There's no explanation for this.
All right. So,
It's
so
just all the fire, the torches and stuff that's around.
So I assume that the rest of you were kind of like going slowly while they caught up. But eventually, as you all catch up together, you follow through. It's only about a couple of minutes' walk before you go past 2 blocks, and you can see to the left there's a very thin alleyway. Enough for 2 people aside, but you can't all, like, go in at once.
I'll go in.
I shall
I'll go in as well.
Okay, so it'd be Fortune and Delson at the front, then Trofnar behind, because again, you can only stand like 2 abreast in this alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it, it's like, actually I probably should put that in the campaign notes, because wait till Drofnar that.
Yep. So, so you make it through to the alleyway. You follow it in for about a minute or so. So I'd like Delson and Fortune to make a perception check.
Oh, we're gonna get...
Yes.
Oh crap, it's time for the entire army of dwarf ninjas to attack us.
Oh god, not the Dwenjas.
Wenges. Don't be silly.
Okay, 17. Yep.
The Dwenjas, man.
So you kind of get near to the end, and you can see that the wall to your left kind of has an alcove in it. And as you kind of like look underneath it with your dark vision, you can see what appears to be just a rough blanket and a metal chest, which appears to be used as a pillow of some sort, almost.
Wow.
I think this is the box.
Does it look like one of the chests that was in the storage room in the manor?
It does. It looks like a smaller version of the one that was already broken open. But the difference is that the bigger one was made of wood, this one is made of solid metal. With a little keyhole at the front of it.
Yep. Where's that key?
Drafnar has
Oh,
it.
I've got it. Mind out, people, mind out.
Can I see
Yeah,
it?
I take the key out from my pocket,
Alright.
and I unlock the chest.
So you kind of like just kind of nudge them out the way a bit further down the alleyways, just reach over and open it. You open up slowly. Inside, you can see 3 things. What appears to be a small bag, a ring and a rolled up bit of parchment.
I want to put the ring on immediately.
Oh, seriously.
I reach over
Okay.
him and take the bag.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I guess I'll take the parchment.
I'll look
right.
over the ring as Delson's deciding to put it on his ring.
So,
I
Yep.
like to put a ring on it.
yeah, so you put the ring on?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yay.
Say,
Um,
blame.
Fortune, you pick up the pouch. As you pick it up, you can hear the sound of coins inside the pouch.
Yay, how many?
So if you want to spend time to count it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you start counting it. The thing you notice though is that there's quite a few gold coins in there. As for you, Trofnar, so you unravel and looking at it, it's rather recent, but I will just throw it into there. It's in Dwarvish, just so you know. But there you go. That's what the parchment says.
Trofnar has the parchment.
Yes. So he just like unravels it and just has a read of it. I've sent it to you privately.
I guess while he does it. Can I try like a...
What does it say?
Trofnar's reading it.
Yeah, he's reading it at the moment.
I guess, can I try like an Arcana check to see if I can glean anything from the ring?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check to see if you can ascertain if the things are magical at the very least. 21. It does give off a magical aura.
It does something.
It
But
does.
not sure what.
It's magical, but you're not sure what.
Well, it's magical, but I don't know what. That's why I was just gonna say that and repair it in character.
Journey, why'd you bring this up here? I'm trying to... What? Be right back.
Okay. So Fortune, as you finish counting it up, there is 300 gold pieces in that pouch.
You just said 300?
Yes.
How the hell did the Anvil get that much money?
Time to divide it all up.
Ha ha ha, you wish.
Maybe he.
Oh
maybe
my
it's,
God.
maybe it is magical.
Keep in mind that
face of
Fortune's like at the back of the alleyway
money,
with
and then
Delson,
immediately
followed by
destroyed.
Trofnar, and then the rest of you have kind of like near the outside of it. But yeah, as I said, Trofnar, the parchment's gone to you. So
Yeah.
I assume you've read
And-
it.
Yeah, and I just fold it up and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Hey, can I look at that ring?
No
Nelson.
one's concerned with the 300 gold that Fortune is.
Shit,
Delson-
No one knows about it. Come on.
The problem is no
I
one
know.
knows.
Who knows
I know.
about it? Let me be
I
happy.
know.
Yeah,
Keep it simple.
I would say.
What are you
Delson
doing with it
should
right
be
now, Fortune?
terrified,
Like, you
okay.
see it, and what do you do with it immediately? Because we see with a bag with something.
That's like heavy with money.
Yeah, so the only people that would see it would be Trofnar or Delson, I would say, just because Trofnar's kind of
Yeah.
broad, so he's blocking the view of everyone else.
This midget, really?
He's not that like he's short, but comparatively,
I
like
know. I'm
he could be
teasing.
shorter, and he's broad and
Yeah,
such.
so, like,
if
what are you
Fortune,
actually like doing with the bag of money?
yeah, what are you doing with it,
Well, I'm
Fortune?
just putting
That you
it
have.
into my bag.
You immediately just like stuff it in your fucking backpack. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like
She's
just
bitter that we're flirting.
I know, I totally get it. Do you guys see that?
I would say those that aren't in the alleyway can make a perception check with disadvantage because you're trying to look over
Because I don't
Trofnar.
really think I noticed because I don't really. It's not something
what
I've
did
been
I-
paying attention to.
What did I miss by my niece interrupting me?
So, yeah.
Fortune's trying to steal 300 gold.
She found 300 gold in the pouch, and she's just hiding it in a bag. You can
Yeah,
make a
you see
perception
her
check.
like find a bag and then stuff it into her backpack.
So I was dealing. I think I was dealing with the ring.
Actually, I don't know if
with,
you see that because I wasn't sure.
I would say Delson would have to
Continue
make
what you're
a.
saying.
I would say Delson would have to make a perception check.
What disadvantage?
Uh, I would say disadvantage, yeah, because you're kind of more focused on the ring than anything else, and you can't really focus on the ring and be like, oh, that. Fortune, make a sleight of hand check.
And Delson didn't roll good either.
13. Yeah, just you slip the pouch into your bag.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, so wait, can I roll perception?
With disadvantage because you were busy reading the parchment.
Okay. Disadvantage. Perception.
GG Fortune. Come on.
Oh
yeah, no, you're
no,
super absorbed.
just super absorbed in this. So yeah.
Even with advantage, that wouldn't have worked.
Okay, so I assume at this point you kind of like just shift your way out of the alleyway, because as you do a quick search around, there's nothing else minus what was in the chest.
Yeah, what was in the cache?
There was this ring, and I don't remember if there was a bag.
I sort of just like see what Trotner's reading. It's like, what does that say?
It's nothing. It's just the anvil saying thanks for.
Actually, you like stuffed it away. You weren't really reading it.
I don't think we.
No, yeah. I read it in the alleyway while the rest. Well, Floriana was looking at the coin.
Okay.
And, no, not Floriana was and then Delson. And Thingy was looking shifty with the bag. Yeah. It's just. As far as I could tell, it was just a ring and a note just from Anvil saying thanks for a job well done, basically.
Can I do a check to see if he's lying?
Insight check. Trufnar, persuasion or deception? I'll let you decide on that one.
Okay.
I'll let Grayson do the thing. Wouldn't someone else at least know that there was a bag in the chest, or
Delson,
just
what?
really fortune like?
Yeah, neither of the people that were near the chest with Fortune had
Oh.
they didn't notice that anything happened, and so it was basically they opened the chest, they were like, "Ooh, what's going on?" And they grabbed some stuff, and then maybe, but like with the rolls that they made, they didn't notice, and Fortune grabbed it and stuffed it in her bag.
Yeah, like only Delson, Trufnar, and Fortune saw all three of the items, but no one saw where the pouch went. Outside of Fortune, obviously, because she did that. Yeah, Gratian, you can tell just from the pauses that Trufnar's hiding something.
Oh,
Because
That's bad,
there was a
You're not
lot
wrong,
of
Zipper.
there was a lot of pausing.
Frostmar? What? Well, was there something concerning in the note?
It seems like that is not much for what you said you did. You killed a bunch of creatures, and from what you spoke of, it was quite harrowing. And just a single ring, and I like kind of looked at Delson. That doesn't seem like much.
Well,
Yeah, but
we
look
don't know
around
what.
you. Look at where the anvil is staying. Like, this is where he lived. This is like his cache, okay? You think this
And
guy
I
has,
just
you know-
sort of think, I was like, I have seen him. I do know him.
Oh, okay.
He was a dirty man. He did not have much.
Hey, so what? So what? Do you think he'll have bags of, hundreds and hundreds of golden coins lying about?
So on the nose with the. I don't know.
Wait.
Well, it depends on what the ring is. We don't know what it is. Like, it could just be it's a powerful ring, but not what he is. I think he was.
Is it
So-
magical?
It is magical in some way. Like, it's like he was like a fist fighter, but if it's a magic designed for, say, a spellcaster, then it could be 1,000 gold. He doesn't know it because it's a spellcaster's book.
Hey Tom, what does the ring look like, anyways?
It is a golden ring. No gem in it, surprisingly, but it has an indent with the same symbol as the warden's, manor has. And it matches one that's also on, like, the loot part of the key.
And it's magical, right?
Floriana kind of found out it gives out a slight magical aura.
It might. I guess the Knight told us it could be like what am I trying to think of? Like a key, like it allows you to go past like maybe a certain detection ward. Like it signifies that you are allowed to go into this area. That might make sense.
We'll have to sleep on it, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wear this and see what happens.
See what happens. Yeah, lovely.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to burst into flames wearing this ring, will I?
Hopefully not.
It's a ring of anti-bard, an anti-bard ring.
Yeah.
It's a ring of
Heart
silence.
take 10d10. Fuck you, damage.
Yeah. It's the
Okay.
it's the legendary ring of tone deafness. Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. Okay, so yeah, what do we? Okay, so there was a. What else was there we were doing?
Well, Delson said that he wanted to go do his little alchemy thing, I think. And Troth also said that he had somewhere to go.
Aye. Me and Fortune have to just go and answer a few questions with a hammer key, with a fire hammer key.
Should we split up then?
I think we should. Nemesis, why don't you join
I
us?
suppose so.
You want me to come along? I suppose I should,
course.
so you guys don't get into any trouble.
So the three of them, Nemesis,
I'm just gonna lean over to Fortune and be like,
yeah, Fortune and
just
Trotnar,
whisper, someone the jealous.
and then Floriana, Gratian, and myself will go in the other direction. Is that
Yes,
everybody?
so.
One more.
I don't think I'm trying to.
Am I
don't
missing
know-
something?
I don't think I'm gonna go with them to the firekeepers.
Yeah, like we'll go with Delson to his alchemy place to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Works with me.
I think I'll
Does anyone have any gold they can lend me? Just in case.
Cough, cough.
All right.
What
So
are you
who
staring at me for? I'm
who are
broke.
the
I'm looking at Nemesis, actually.
who are the teams that are going where?
I'm just scoffing, and I'm gonna follow Fortune.
So
I
Fortune,
think it was Fortune,
Nemesis,
Trotnar, Nemesis.
Fortune and
And-
Fortune and Trothnot are going to the fire hammer key.
and the rest of you are.
I think following
Yeah, it
Delson
was-
to an alchemy shop, I guess.
Yeah, Gratian, Delson, Floriana, and Valith.
Okay. So we'll go ahead with that group
Before we go on.
first because it's a shopping trip in comparison. So you're trying to find an alchemy store, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Valif with advantage because you lived in Platinum Hold, and because of stuff. But mostly because you lived in Platinum Hold.
Oh, if I have any
Roll me.
idea of where that, I would have some idea of where that is because I'm a herbalist.
That's why I said with advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you're a herbalist? I'm not a herbalist.
Yeah, but
I
he's a
have
herbalist that
herbalism
lived
kit.
here.
I wouldn't call myself a herbalist. You're a herbalist because you have
I
a shop.
actually,
You're a herbalist!
in the past, yes, in the past she was actually lived and grew up as an herbalist. Actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, but make the investigation check
I'll
with
come.
advantage then, Valif.
Oh, I will also. Okay, cool. I thought you just meant him. Okay.
Advantage.
Well, I assume you're
That was
all
an-
like working together to try and
It
find
was an
where it
investigation
is.
check?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. That's a 0, but with advantage. We'll see how this... That was a normal roll, so I'll just roll it.
Yeah,
Roll
let's roll
two
for a
ones.
second time. Well, 19 on a normal roll, I mean...
We'll see how it goes again, because I can only get a 20 otherwise.
Oh, okay.
19's good.
Yeah, 19's good.
15 would probably
19's good, yeah.
around it.
So, with that, you
Oh,
remember-
I know somebody.
You know two, but unfortunately one is not in business anymore. But you do know another called the Giant's Concoction. You've
Coded.
been there the odd time, but you know that it is near the Smithery district.
Mhm.
So you begin to make your way there. The thing that you notice is after the other day, there is a distinct lack of beast folk. You do see a handful of them walking around, clearly ones that were able to prove that they weren't, spies and such. And
Are they
have
wearing
been
crosses, maybe stars of David or anything like that? Nothing
Nope.
in particular.
No,
Okay.
no, they just appear. Some of them do appear to be a bit bruised and such, almost like they were.
Okay, yeah, but they don't look like there's no sorts of like a regulatory. They're not wearing tags.
No,
You know what I mean?
no, but they definitely seem a lot more like tense and worried. But again, given the fact that they the other day would have been dragged
Makes
off,
sense.
they're a little bit worried about everything that's going on, and especially given what was announced. But eventually, you make your way through the Smithery District. The Smithery District is like, it was loud when you go through it normally, but now it's like you actually have to raise your voice to be heard above all like the sound of machinery
difficult.
and
Can't do
the
that.
hammering and such. You can see one of the larger of the forges, one which is usually quiet except for in times of war, now bellowing smoke from the top of its furnaces. But eventually you make your way through until you find the building in particular, Giant's Concoction. It is a huge building, easily twice the size of all the surrounding establishments. Whereas those that are made out of stone, it's usually like thin chisel stone. This one is just purely stone slabs, similar to the Loxton's inn upon the Landwalkers Plain. It is just stone slabs and tarred rope.
Well then.
Yes, I came here a handful of times. They should be able to get you what you need.
All right.
I see that.
Yeah, I just sort of like let you go in first, Delson.
So
I shall go in and look around.
the first thing you notice as you come in is it is incredibly spacious. Like you can see, there's vials going all the way up nearly to the ceiling on either side of the walls, and a large counter that is so tall that you, even for yourself, Delson, it comes like up to your eyes. Doesn't appear to be anyone in. There's no one behind the counter.
Do I know the name of the person that runs this place? I assume I do.
You've heard the name of the person, Bertha.
Bertha?
Yes.
I'll just like, I'll use thaumaturgy to like boom my voice and yell, Bertha! And just to like spread it out.
Hi.
You
Who's
hear
Bertha?
you hear from behind the wall on the counter, say, and as you see a huge hand just kind of like holds onto the frame and just like leans in,
Yeah.
and you can see what appears to be a giant, a stone giant, incredibly old. Her skin is like stone gray, but it almost looks like it's cracked everywhere where the wrinkles are. You can see what little hair that she has left is dry and wiry, and a set of deep-set blue eyes. As she kind of like moves into the doorway into view, you can see that her attire is more just like a patchwork of various fabrics, kind of crafted the best they could to resemble clothing. And she kind of like walks forward and just like leans on the counter, and she is towering very far over you. Just leans over and just says, "Oh, hello there," and just like reaches over and gently like pats you on the head. Welcome to the Giant's Concoction. How can I help?
Wow, you have quite a selection of potions and reagents, don't you?
Oh, these are just for show, just for show.
So there's nothing in them?
Oh, there's stuff in them. So, can I help? Are you just perusing, or?
I believe my friend was looking for something.
I was actually looking for
please?
Yeah, I was looking for
Thank
some.
y'all.
Some?
I was just looking for like some reagents to add to my own alchemy collection right now.
Oh, so ingredients. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
What particular thing is it that you're looking for?
I am looking for basically. I'm looking for ingredients for both healing and medicines.
Oh, well, I don't have any on hand, but I do have potions. Healing potions. I also have some anti-venom moss, which, when treated, can make decent antitoxins. But healing ingredients, I'm afraid I've recently used them all up.
I understand. Antitoxin, so?
Yes, I have quite a few antitoxin moss. Rather cheap, about 5 silver each. If you are good with alchemy, you can make some good anti-venom. I've got about 5, and that would get you maybe 2 potions if you're good.
Mm-hmm. I'll take them, actually.
Good. So that would be a gold piece for all 5 of them.
I shall give her the gold, because I actually have that much.
She reaches under and just, like, slams just a small, like, just a load of moss on the ground. Like, very unceremoniously, just like...
Thank you.
Do you want any other potions? I've got a couple in stock.
I guess I could ask how are your supplies for just more like general herbalist, but not alchemist?
General... in what way?
Yeah, I always get confused because like what can you do with an herbalist kit without alchemist? Like I always get confused with different.
Herbalist, I would say, is more like natural remedies kind of deal. Alchemist is like making...
Alchemist is like getting closer to actual science, whereas like herbalism is like I'm using moss and nightshade and this like rock that I ground up and all that sort of crap.
Magic.
Yeah, and then maybe like a touch of magic even, exactly. But like alchemy is a lot more. Again, you would put magic in there a little bit, but it's also like
alchemist would be more like being able to make
science-y.
weapons. Herbalist would be more about making...
Alchemy you can do a lot more with, whereas herbalism is like basic shit.
Alchemy
You
is
can get,
more
like,
of a
antidotes
support.
and-
Alchemist is more of an offensive kind of... I'd say alchemist is the offensive version of a herbalist.
That's
Like alchemists can make offensive
yeah.
potions, whereas herbalists get more like healing potions and such.
There's not a whole lot of offensive stuff you can do with herbalism.
Nah.
Apart from making like
Apart from making
there's
like
some weird like tanglefoot bags and stuff like that.
yeah. Naturey stuff basically.
Probably I'd say more general healing supplies.
Oh, of course I can. How many are you? I mean, I don't have anything to make the actual healing potions. I'm out of those, but is there any particular thing you're aiming for, or?
I was going to ask if you were looking for things and you are out of things, we could procure them for you while we are on our travels, perhaps. I sort of look to everybody else. Like, could we do that?
Yeah, we can.
Within reason.
What might you be looking for?
There's I'm quite low on fire elemental drafts. So that I need fire elemental essence.
So you need the essence of a fire elemental.
Yes, that's part of in the name.
I laugh. How would one capture that?
Well, you would find a fire elemental, you would kill it.
And we would be able to simply carry its essence back to you?
Probably not with your hands.
Okay.
We would.
We will keep our eyes out. And I chuckled to myself like that's like an insane proposition because that seems really crazy to him.
But I'm
guess-
getting new shipments on other things in a few days, so there's
Was there
nothing that
anything more mundane?
I guess, do you have any actual just healing potions that didn't?
Yeah, if you had
Yes,
any
I
healing
have.
potions, that
I
would be
have a
what we're
great
looking for,
many of.
obviously.
I have a great many of potions. Currently, I have, and she kind of like reaches under and pulls out a bit of parchment, and just like starts looking at it. I've got 3 potions of stone giant strength, 6 lesser healing potions, 2 greater healing potions, and I'm down to my last ice golem draught and fire elemental draught.
What are ice golem draughts used for?
They protect you against the harsh cold.
Oh, same for that fire one as well.
Basically, yes. Obviously, the fire one gets a bit more use given where we are.
Nice. Yeah, and I guess that wouldn't be very useful for me. I think.
Neither of us. That's very useful.
How much for the healing potions? Maybe I'll grab a couple.
Oh, well, the lesser healing potions are 50 gold apiece, and the greater is 250 gold.
Wait, so you make potions of giant strength, right?
I am a stone giant, so it's easy to get part of it.
Of course.
Maybe I'll
You
get
ever
the-
ask where the toenails come from?
I was wondering what part of the giant she's using, and it's like,
Maybe I'll
toenails.
just
Fair enough.
maybe I'll just buy up the spice and make a potion of healing, and I'll make it maybe tonight or something.
Yeah, I could help. I could help you. I
Well,
think.
she's already said she doesn't have the supplies. She's out
she
of
doesn't
the
have the
supplies.
supplies,
She's
right.
out of the healing supplies, like to make a potion. She's just got the potions.
Yeah.
Would we be able to perhaps get some potions now and promise
Yes,
to
yes,
help you with a
how
job?
many-
But I'm just looking. I'm looking to Floriana. Like, I don't have any money.
I don't have a spare enough money to
I
get
got money.
potions.
I barely have any money.
So I'm just. Would we be able to perhaps do a job for you?
In exchange for
Some amount of your health potions.
make a persuasion check.
Can
I help him with that?
I can do that. I can do that particular thing very well.
I'll have
will.
to say just because Valif made that and there was nothing
Actually,
beyond
that's
it.
not like the best. Actually, that's the least good thing
Well,
I can do. But you know,
Too late. You gotta make it.
Do it.
Do it.
Oh, 11. Yeah.
That's kind of on the narrow end.
I'll give you a discount, but not for free.
What were you? I looked to Floriana now. I'm like, what were you looking for?
I was gonna try and replace some of the healing potions, but I would probably just see about making them later. I think I'll be fine, because it's not like I don't.
Yeah, it's like, don't want to worry about it then.
For now, yeah. We'll
Oh,
consider
okay.
it later. Maybe we'll find that fire element if we can.
Okay, good. If you come back in a few days, I might have some more raw supplies that you could actually buy from me.
Yes, and we will keep our eye out for a fire elemental to slay and bring back to you.
You'll probably find
will.
it wherever there's a lot of fire or lava, but you might get a lava elemental there. That doesn't
And
work.
I'm sure we will
there is
not
quite a bit here.
go anywhere near the volcano today. And I look directly at the camera and wink, and then
Wait, what volcano?
and
What are you winking at?
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm nothing. I thought I saw something. And then we continue on. And then like Volith
Yeah.
had like a he probably actually saw some weird dream thing. But anyways,
Anyway.
was there
Well-
anything else you were grabbing, Delson? What were you grabbing?
No. Well, I guess I'll see you later. I mean, I would offer this vial of giant blood, but seeing as you are a giant, you probably
What kind
don't
of giant?
What was it, Hill Giant, maybe?
I believe it was Hill Giant.
Hmm.
In a while.
I could use that. Let me see it.
I'll pull out the vial.
Yep, so, how long ago was it that you got the vial? That you
It's been a while now.
About a month?
Quite a while.
Yeah, so you pull it out and you can see that it's all congealed and everything. It's just like, on
it's been
second
a while.
thought, never mind.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wash this out.
I can swap that with one of my spare vials, save you the time.
Thank you.
Right, she just, despite how huge, like, her hand is big enough that she could essentially, like, hold onto your entire torso, she's amazingly gentle, as she just, like, gently holds the bottom of the vial and just lifts it away. She reaches under, and you can see she, like, again, just with her index finger and thumb, just, like, hands you another vial.
Oh, while I'm here, can I ask if these have any use? And I pull out the unknown mushrooms.
She, like, reaches out and grabs one. If you want to get, what's the word for it? Absolutely hammered? Then yes. Yes, you can make use of this. Otherwise, no. No, you can't use it for anything. You would probably get very sick and see some very weird things.
I see then.
She hands you back one of the mushrooms.
Can I now relabel them as psychedelic mushrooms?
Sure, although they are both psychedelic and toxic.
So psychedelic mushrooms, one
alcohol
use
is
time.
toxic.
Got it.
Yeah, like these are not good mushrooms.
Yeah, they're like
Thank
the
you.
Mario mushrooms that if you found in real life and you ate them, and the poisonous kind, then you trip out real bad, but then you throw up.
Yeah, basically.
Like those kinds.
I'm now processing something in my mind.
Delson, please.
Thank you though,
No,
for the
I'm
information.
all for a trippy dream sequence.
I mean, we've already seen that with
No.
Kern Root.
I'm actually going to look at my own alchemy kit. Like, now I'm just gonna think, perhaps we can
Delson's gonna cut the
extract
health
these
potions
things.
with fucking mushrooms, guys. Watch out.
No,
Mhm.
perhaps I can extract the essence of the mushroom and perhaps use it in battle at some point.
You can certainly try.
Use the
Drug the
use
monsters.
battle. He's an
I can
asshole.
see it.
We find like a rabid cave troll, and we're going like, "Whoa, look at my hand!"
Well, I
No,
suppose I can
he
help.
makes like a grenade out of the mushrooms, and then like it spores explode out, and then it's like a trippy grenade that makes the troll freak out and be like, "Hey
Anyway.
man, look at my hands, I can't see them."
Anyway, so
Well,
Yep.
I suppose if that's what you want to try and do, I can help you with that later.
yeah, I think this would require like both an alchemist and a herbalist because it's two separate things that you're working on. It's not super
True.
simple. All right, so is that everything, Oh.
Yes, it is. Thank you for your service.
Going to
Thank you,
buy
Rupert.
strange small person.
So, as we were walking out, so Nelson, I was considering that maybe we'd head back to the to the manor, because and see if there's any, you know, that manor where we were before. Did Trufnar, what did Trufnar, ah, I'm having a hard time processing my thoughts.
Well, I mean,
I
the next
I
bit may
did
be a
wanna go.
long bit, so if you need time to think it up, then it will take a while. So there'll be plenty of time for you to do that. That's down to you.
Yes.
I was just
It's
basically I was just
probably
gonna
best
ask.
we don't go there again.
You know,
Though Trofnar
I
was
was
indeed lying.
I was
Uncle
interested in seeing what you had been up to, but I think that the others, perhaps we should meet up with them first.
We definitely should. Afterwards, we can start working on doing a thing. These mushrooms.
Trothnar, I don't know if this was at dinner. Did you mention at dinner, Trothnar, that you need that Irma wanted, like, was in need of moving the barrels of ale?
No.
Okay.
Never
Never mind.
But the thing is, like, what I said was like Trothan had the idea of like Irma needs money and needs the help, so how about I give her all this free ale?
Okay.
And
So, yeah,
Irma,
I'm
Irma
like,
said that she couldn't take it just because she doesn't have anyone to carry it over there.
Exactly. So Valith has sort of like heard some of that stuff, and he's very, you know, actually quite kind and empathetic about lots of those sorts of things. And so I think if he said, if we do make our way back to the manor, I believe I can move those barrels of ale.
I did remember how I wanted to process. It's just that I'm pretty sure that Anvil knew about the vault, and Trofnar, after he was looking for him this morning, I think something happened there. But
I've seen the anvil before, and he is wily, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
He is a wild man within the city. I'm not sure he can be trusted, to be honest. He could be. He has been before, but other times he hasn't.
Yeah, I told Trofnar that maybe the reason why he wanted us to clear it out was specifically just to get to the vault, actually.
It's possible. It's possible he just needed somewhere to live.
Indeed, it's possible. I didn't get a chance to ask him that that was the case until now is what I'm thinking about it.
Yes.
Also, in the time that this has all been happening, Delson, something clicks in your mind, and you attune to the ring. So go ahead and write down in your inventory that you now have a ring of jumping.
Ring of jumping. That's cool.
Oh my god, I can jump good.
How does he suddenly know he can jump, though? Does he, like,
Because
accidentally
because
jump?
when you attune to it, it kind of clicks in.
Yeah, you figure out how it works.
Yeah.
Take it after an hour of wearing a ring, then yeah.
I think the attunement rules are different. That's why I don't. And
Fippy, it's like you attune to it, you figure it all out.
What does Delson do?
I am going to use this to jump good now.
Like, in the middle of us having this conversation, Delson just like gets down on all fours and then like Toad pops and just like
just leaps and does like a
Mighty leap!
flip.
I just mighty leap.
Yep. So you watch it essentially like Mario jumps, and just like he like jumps to the point where he like is well above Valith. Because basically, I think that means he can basically jump. He can jump 15 feet, I think.
That was.
Oh my god! I can jump good.
Is that what the ring does then?
I think so.
Interesting.
So
which of us, or I should say, your party would utilize this the best? And I like look around, very, very analytical. he doesn't like. Not obviously, not everybody's here, but he's just thinking to himself and out loud.
I probably
The purple one.
maybe dropped. I guess it depends. To either increase
Yeah, and then I just like nod.
either
Yes.
increase the mobility
Purple
of someone
one.
who isn't mobile, or to maximize the mobility of someone who is, which I think you were saying.
Actually, I don't know if Fortune would be good with this because it uses jumping is based off your strength.
Yeah.
Not to down on.
So okay, so in
Fortune,
actuality, what
not
does
exactly the
No,
strongest.
no, it's fine. She does not have a good strength score. Go off on her. It's fine.
in actual like game mechanics? What does it actually?
Doesn't
How does it
even
work?
lift.
Or is it like a
Yeah, ring of jumping doesn't just give you like jump at will, and so it's basically like 3 times your jumping.
Yeah, so the normal
By
jump amount
normal.
is 3 plus your strength modifier, and that in total is how many feet you can jump. So the jump spell triples that.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, so it's actually like whoever's the strongest, technically it would work best for. But like I would also think that it would work. It would be the most useful with Fortune, and so I think Valith is like, yes, the purple one. She would be able to
Purple one.
utilize it.
Name it's the purple one.
I don't.
I'm writing it down because you said that.
I don't know if I like the idea, like, because of how flighty here is. Like, I like Fortune, but he also doesn't get into a lot of trouble. I don't know if it would be a good idea to give it to her, though.
Yeah.
Like, you might use it to, like, break into the, the castle or something, just because now she can suddenly jump over the walls.
Yeah. It's a
What
good
would be
idea
the problem?
not to let her have. She will get if she gets. She'll get all of us in trouble, basically. And I don't think you want to get put into jail. Someone else's crimes.
Very well. I will trust you. I am new. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
It's fine.
All
The
right.
purple one.
The purple one.
Okay.
Herp.
So moving away from that bit now, we go to the second group, which is Trofnar, Fortune, and Nemesis. So, Trofnar, you know roughly where the entrance to the Firehammer Keep is, so you're able to lead them down towards it. You go down
On the way there, though,
Yes?
we made a pit stop to a jewelry store beforehand, correct?
Yes, but the jewelry store isn't in that direction.
Shotnar.
Aye.
I know you're probably gonna hate me for this, but can we go
What?
back to the place we went to yesterday, the jewelry store, and then make our way down there?
Why?
Because I want to ask about something, alright?
Look, you can go by yourself if you want, but it's not a good idea to keep the hammer keepers waiting, right? So if you go off and do that by yourself, I know the way to the keep. Don't-
Thought technically they wanted to see Fortune as well.
Take me to get there and get to the keep with them.
I would say even with your feet, it would still probably take you about 20 minutes longer. Essentially, because and Trofnar basically describes like the direction to it. You would essentially be going all the way across the city, and then all the way back.
Oh, do I know any jewelry stores in the area of the Firehammer Keep entrance?
No, you don't.
Shit.
The area around the Firehammer Keep is strictly military.
Got it.
Kind of raise my eyebrow at Fortune. Can't you just wait until we get this over with? It seems kind of important. You can look at earrings or whatever later.
Alright. We'll make the long way back then.
Okay.
All right.
This way, folks.
So you make your way through to, so the way you remember it, Trofnar, you go down to the lower levels where the mines and such are. And you go down another level, past where the holding pens are, until you're eventually near to the bottom of the actual cave system, of the actual like cavern. Surrounding it, you can see a great many military installations, barracks, armories, and even the command area for the fire hammers. But what you head towards is the large stone pillars indicating the entrance to the Firehammer Keep. The ground stops about 50 feet from the keep, and as you get close, those of you that haven't been in Platinum Hole, you kind of look over and you can see 40 feet down is a moat of molten lava flowing through. You look to your left and right, you can see two entrances where the lava is flowing from. The one closest to one of the entrances, you can see a large, almost like a large water wheel, with each blade having a large iron bucket, similar to the one that you saw used in Balfour's Forge. And you watch as it slowly takes the buckets under and pulls them up again, full of lava. You watch this as another contraption basically hooks each blade up and pulls them into a building about 100 feet above where the water wheel is, where you see them through various pulleys and such move towards the smithing district on various rails. Ahead of you, where the pillars are, you can see a group of 6 heavily armored dwarfs, similar to the masked guards that you saw haul off the beast folk the other day. And behind them, you can see what appears to be a large iron drawbridge, currently pulled up against the wall of the castle.
Is there some sort of...
Doesn't look dangerous at all.
I know, they really should think about putting railings along here.
I want to take out one of my ball bearings and just like toss it into the lava. Just one.
So you just fling it, just
John's harmless.
it vanishes into the lava.
Suddenly a fire elemental
I'm
awakens.
just gonna hold on Fortune's arm. Don't. Just please don't.
Just so you know as well, when you get within 5 feet, the heat is immense. Like, it was already warm, but now it's like you can feel your skin start to redden just from the heat.
Just how I like my baths. Molten.
But like, as you stand there, it starts. It's like this is just like, oh, this is getting too hot. This is way. Yeah, it's basically like staying in front of a fire and not moving, so your skin is actually like literally starting to burn.
Oh, that actually sounds really great because it's freezing out here right now.
Anyway, so what are you doing?
Is there like some sort of checkpoint or some sort of
No,
guardhouse or
there's
barracks?
just these dwarfs.
I'm gonna walk right up to them.
I want to walk up to them.
You
Okay,
can't
we
because
can
I'm
go-
holding on to you, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, wait here, you two. And yeah, I go up. I go up to the group of dwarves.
All right, so the two at the front just like start to look at you while the others just keep an eye out. They don't say anything.
Alright, lads. Which one of you is Olaf?
They all kind of look at each other until you hear one of them say behind his mask, "You wish to speak to the commander? What's your business?"
It's about the vault in the wall. It's about the room in the vault in the warden's manor.
You're the dwarf that was in there, yeah?
Aye.
And what are these two?
They're my companions. The tiefling who's there. She was with me in the room at the time.
Alright. They just kind of like look at each other. Alright, you're vouching for him then? They do anything, it's on your head.
Alright.
And the dwarf that was speaking to you, like, unsheaths his axe, and you can see he like twirls it a bit, and you can see one of the sides is incredibly bright. Like, the light from the orb at the top kind of like bounces off, kind of like blinds you for a second as he twirls, and he's like, puts the mirrored side and just like waves it a few times back towards the castle. Then he just lowers his axe, keeps it, doesn't sheath it again, but he just keeps it there. About a minute passes. 2 minutes. On the third minute, you hear a loud, like, a sound of large chains moving as you watch as the iron drawbridge slowly starts to come down. It takes about a full minute, but eventually it lands actually rather softly considering the size of it. You watch as the 4 dwarves that are closest to you kind of like step aside, whereas as the 2 furthest ones turn around and start heading down the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Go on!
Alright, come on, lads. You two, you're coming with me.
Right.
I'm talking to Nem and...
Yeah,
Fortune.
I figured you were.
Alright, I guess I'm following and dragging Fortune along. I don't want to fall into this pit, and I don't want Fortune to fall either.
Well, thankfully, the drawbridge is big. It is 20 feet wide. So there's a lot of.
That's so big for my huge ass.
Yeah, you can lie twice over on it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, it's a 5-foot wide bridge.
Yeah, it's not 5 foot wide. It's 20 feet. This is like you could easily march a bunch of people down it. So as you two go through, the 2 dwarfs that were in the middle follow in after you. So now you got 2 of the dwarves in front of you, 2 behind you, whereas the other 2 kind of remain there. So you follow through until you get to... You can see now the drawbridge is lowered. There is a bunch of large iron doors, 40 feet tall and equally 20 feet wide. Now you watch as the 2 guards at the front just like hammer the door each 4 times and wait before the door slowly opens. You see a further 4 dwarves, masked dwarves behind it. They walk past all of you back towards the entryway of the drawbridge as the other dwarfs bring you inwards. As you go through, 2 dwarfs that are on either side grab the iron doors and close them. And when they do that, the temperature drops. It gets surprisingly cool in here. It is a very large black iron room with no windows, just very large torches and braziens just keeping the place lit up. And the 4 dwarves basically start to lead you up these large flight of stairs. You keep going up another one. Another one. And everywhere you look, there's guards just watching the place. You see a few hallways here and there. You see a few dwarfs that aren't armored up. You assume inhabitants of the actual castle, but they are many feet away from you. Eventually, 8 flights of steps later.
About halfway, can I please stop and like rest because I got a stitch?
Yep. So they stop and you just see one just...
Give me a sec here. Okay, well, let's keep going. And yeah,
He really is Grandpa.
Alright. So when you get up to the 8th flight, you can see another much grander set of stairs going upwards, easily twice as wide as the previous ones. But they don't take you up the stairs. Instead, they take you to the right, to a set of large wooden doors, which they don't knock, they just open it, which comes through to a very large hall. Inside, you can see many, many guards. This appears to be like where the guards come to like converse or to essentially like a cafeteria, basically.
right.
But as you go through, you see many of them kind of like stop to turn and like watch you. A few of them do, but then just go back to the conversation. Over on the far side, you can see several dwarfs are currently in the midst of what appears to be training, either with hand-to-hand or through like, close quarters kind of deal. Until eventually you get to a singular large door. While the dwarf at the front just grabs his hammer and just hits it 4 times. The sound of conversation drops quite drastically at this point. Thanks for breathing into your mic there. After a few seconds, you see a small slat nearer to the bottom open up, and you can see what appears to be just some eyes staring back at you, basically. You hear some muttering from the dwarf at the front before the slat closes, and the door opens, and they lead you in. So, you're now inside a large, rather barren room. There is a large desk in front of you, a large window behind that desk, and several more of these masked guards, along with a small staircase leading up to the side. And it becomes apparent because sitting, what appears to be sitting on the floor behind the desk, is a stone giant. Even sitting down, she towers over all of you. Her long grey hair is almost like dreadlocks. Her skin is like the texture of granite, and her large eyes have coal-like pupils. To her right, you can see a large maul, well within arm's reach. And you can see that she's wearing armor. This armor is intimidating, spiky, black iron plate, and it was clearly built specifically for her. One of the masked dwarfs runs up the stairs and just quickly whispers something into this giant's ear before she just like looks and just beckons him away. As the masked dwarf comes down, the other four just stand near the door and just wait. Giant just like looks at the three of you, just leans back. So you're the one with the knowledge of the wardens.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear?
My computer's really playing up.
Ooh.
Hi.
Can't hear your head if you're speaking. Yep, there it goes again, and again.
Hold on with it for a second, guys. My computer does it sometimes. Nice to me.
Wait a quick second while you get yourself sorted then.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
I think I'm...
You think you're what?
Hello.
Yeah, you're cutting out quite a bit there, Trough.
I know. My computer's been a right dickhead.
I mean, it's sounding okay-ish right now.
Did you try punching your computer?
Don't do that.
Oh no. I transferred my curse to him.
Apparently.
Yeah, I've tried that. Doesn't work.
Kinetic maintenance is not a good thing.
It works for mine.
Until you knock the entire bleeding thing off. Let's wait and see if Trufnar gets his thing sorted.
Sorry, computer.
It's...
Okay, I think I'm back in business.
Okay. So,
So what did she say?
she said, you are the one with knowledge of the warden's deeds. But obviously a lot more intimidating, so I'm just abridging it.
Aye, that'll be me.
Very well. Speak then, and be judged on your answers.
Okay, time for dropping on the die.
My name is Trofnar Glowhammer.
As you actually say this, just with that last name, you do hear, like, a few of the dwarves just like, what? To which the stone giant, which you assume at this point is Ulaf, just raises a hand up at the others. Continue.
Just for the record, lads, I am not my fucking father, okay? Anyway, There's nothing to do with my family or my clan, okay? So to try to, I'm guessing everyone knows what happened. So just to try to reclaim some honor, I joined the Wardens of the Wildfire, and for a while when I was there, it was a good, kind organization, helping the poor, destroying those who would damage us, killing demons from the abyss. But then something happened. A very radical faction started to grow inside Wardens, who came to the conclusion that the true sickness, the true elements that would destroy all that Morian had built was coming from the inside. That it was hidden, that the dwarven kingdoms themselves had rotten from the inside. Not just the bickering of the houses and the clans, but the people themselves had become decadent and has strayed from Morian's vision. So members of this faction eventually started to become ward commanders themselves of most of the garrisons around the kingdoms, and once they had a majority on the High Council, they decreed what they called the Great Tribunal, in which members, often at random, men, women, children, no matter who it was, were stolen from their beds, often in broad daylight, taken to the nearest garrison and put on trial. And if their actions or their deeds or if any anecdotal evidence strayed away from their idea of Morian's vision, they would be condemned to death. They would say that they were forsaken, and they would be led to purpose-built vaults built somewhere in other holds where they would be punished accordingly, and it would always end in, they would say that it was a way of Morian being able to judge the Forsaken personally. So what they did is, once they decided what they were guilty of, they would burn them alive. Now, in this power grab that they were making, they were picking off the higher-ups and anyone who didn't believe in their vision, and including me. So I knew the writing on the wall. So many people who I know, good, kind-hearted people, were accused of the most heinous actions and were either put on show trials where they would just make up falsities and utter lies just to parade them in front of them and to show that to their followers and the believers that the corruption had gotten to even the highest ranking members of the order. I was a ward lieutenant here at the Ward's Manor in Platinum Holds, and so I knew that eventually my time would come, that I would either be mocked and put on trial and then have to ban for my apparent sins, or either that, or I would just disappear, or I'd be found dead in a gutter somewhere, or just vanish entirely.
I'd like the three of you to make a perception check.
Wait, all three of us?
Yes.
Alright.
So yeah, so the three of you all just do a normal perception check. Need me to do that for you?
Can someone percept for me? Thank you.
I'll do it for you.
How is it still loading? Like, yeah, it hates me. It wants me to die.
Yeah, it doesn't want you to have good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Wow. 9, 8, 7. Oh, well, 4 on the beginning
Wow.
one. Okay. Okay. So, I was saying that because as you finish, the entire room goes completely silent. And as you kind of like look back up, you can see all the dwarfs are staring at you. You see a few of them have actually they haven't drawn their weapons, but they're holding on to it clearly. And you just see Ula just... So... I think someone's at the door. God damn it. Give me a second. Yep. And that's my dog sitting crazy.
God damn it!
This is that sudden twitch where it's like, well, that is what you think of us, Warden. Well,
Yeah.
are you alive then, Trothmore?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think is going to happen here.
It's like, and all of your little
Does that
friends.
mean 3 characters are about to die?
I doubt that's
God.
actually. I doubt that's
I swear to
actually
God.
what's gonna happen, but it'd be funny if
I
that
am
really
not
is what.
I'm not gonna lie, I would feel so fucking guilty if you all died.
Yeah, that'd be such a twist in like one of those like novels or something. It's like this is where you make your dare of escape then and somehow live. So,
I know.
but in a novel or a movie, that does sound
So
like
scared.
that would happen.
So scared.
But like in a movie or novel or film, this does seriously sound like what would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have headphones. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Why, your sisters are over there?
Yes, my sisters are over here. Everyone knows that they're over here. You're talking to Lily, aren't you?
Did you tell her? I
Okay,
said
fair
hello?
enough. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, I didn't. My friend Anna says hello.
Hello, Anna.
Never told me they were
Right by
here.
me.
Hello, Lily.
I'm getting attacked by a puppy.
I guess.
Yes! I assumed you were stealing internet or something.
Ah. Copper, no. Well, I now have a dog just like keeping me to the couch, so everybody say hi to Copper.
Hello, Copper.
Hi, Copper.
Hello, Copper.
Wow. Party 2 is getting red weddinged. Great. Oh my god.
Ooh.
I might finally have the currency to get one chocolate craft.
I swear to God, I had so many plans. I was gonna flirt with Val more.
A kid accidentally
Too bad
kicked
you're
a ball over
too
the
bad-
fence into
too
my
bad you're
garden.
bird alive. I tossed into the lava moat.
right? We're just
Fortune
gonna toss
finally got
this
the
into
money.
lava pit.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Yes, hi. Sorry, a kid had accidentally kicked his ball
We were
over
just talking-
into my thing.
Fine. We were just talking about how, this is the moment where she'll say, well, they'll say, so that is what you think of us, Warden, then. And then they say to execute 3 of them.
So, you watch as Olav just raises her head up and says, "So, you knew of all of this, then?" You're saying this to Trufner.
The typing is kind of distracting.
Sorry.
She slowly stands up. "And yet you wait now, 100 years after they began to leave. 100 years! And you only now tell us."
I have been living in exile among the Landwalkers for the last 100 years, trying to get over that guilt and the regret for all those senseless lives, all those senseless lives lost. I thought that if I ever came back to the kingdoms that the wardens would have found me, and I would have been killed, and I would have brought my clan into even more ill repute.
So instead, you just try to save your own skin and don't bother to deal with the wardens by coming to us. Do you know what could have happened if you had just came to us and said that they were doing this all those years ago? We could have captured them, we could have executed them, and we could have saved many more lives. You, my friend, are a coward.
Yeah, but he's our coward.
Do not speak to me, devil child. This is between me
Fortune,
and this warden.
stay out of this, okay? This is my burden to bear. You can't. Don't get yourself killed because of me, alright?
Especially since, in a normal situation, that would be the case. But now I'm left with a bit of a conundrum here. You were a warden. And now I'm convinced that all wardens would be executed on sight.
No, not all wardens, okay? Many of us did not want to do this, but we were scared for our own skins. We were worried that we would be killed too. That if any of us said anything out with, we would be executed and humiliated. And
So you're saying you have no faith in the various holds that were able to keep your organization here? You had no faith in the Hammer Keepers. You had no faith in the people of Mithrohammer. You had no faith at all in your own people to keep you safe, to deal with the injustice that threatened your organization. Is that what you are telling me, dwarf? You muted, Ed. Jofnar, you're muted. Everyone's muted. Jeez, why is everyone muted?
I'm just listening to.
Epic scene, and I asked him to. And he was also the one typing earlier.
It's not our turn to wear the hat. We sit in.
Yes, we're sitting. We're waiting.
Yep.
Oh God.
These fucking arseholes who took over the order and just created this regime of fear and authority in the name of Morian, or at least Morian that they saw. We were terrified that we didn't know if the Hammer Keepers, if you guys were infiltrated by these lot or not, and we didn't know if they had spies anywhere, and so we thought that if we strayed from this vision, that we would have a fate a lot worse than.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
You can do it, Trothy.
I always cry.
She reaches over and slowly takes some more before pointing a finger at the three of you. You three, with me, now. And just walks to the side into a small alcove.
I just look at Jofnar. Is she gonna throw us in the lava?
I don't know.
I'm just going to keep my head up high and walk forward.
This is a TPK, what the fuck?
I hope not.
Okay, so you follow in. You can see a hallway that leads down about 10 feet, leading to a large set of iron doors. She's just standing there waiting for you. Without saying anything as you get close, she just opens the door and begins walking up the stairs.
And I follow her.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
a little bit
we're all
difficult because
following.
these are stairs for a giant. But they've got a slight slant on them so that non-giants can walk up them. A bit of a steep incline, but still.
It's a good thing I'm already freaking tall.
Yeah. But she is
Yeah.
twice your
Super
height.
rough.
I'm 4'3".
So, you follow upwards this large set of stairs before she turns around at the three of you. You're about to meet audience with a very powerful person. Watch your tongue, or you will lose it. And she just hits the door 4 times, waits, before she opens it. You're standing in a large square room with a red carpet that appears to go across one side of it. Large metal columns hold up the room, with the ceiling kind of curving upwards into a circular shape. From it, you can see the light from the orb that is situated in the Firehammer Keep, illuminating the area around it. As you follow Ulav towards the carpet, you can see a series of a set of dwarfs, basically, on each column. Got tongue-tied there. And 4 columns onwards, you can see it elevates a bit. And you can see another dwarf sitting on a throne. This dwarf looks very old, in the equivalent of his 70s. He's surprisingly thin, but despite this is sitting with authority. A snow-white beard goes down to his stomach, whereas the mustache part of it goes down to just below his chin. You can see, even with this headpiece that he has on, he is completely bald with liver spots and such. And as you get close, he has grey eyes, but one of them is pure white with a scar going across it. In his right hand, he holds a blood-red warhammer with a black trim around the edges. Ulav walks forward before going down to one knee. My High King, I bring information most foul. The dwarf just nods. I bring before you a dwarf of the Wardens. They have laid bare the secrets of their organization. They have mentioned how they had, ruled by fear, commenced abductions, torture, and murder, all for the sake of Moria. It is by my decree that he should be executed, but it is not my call to make. So as much as it pains me to do so, my king, I would ask for your judgment as well. The elderly dwarf just leans forward, just kind of looks at you. So, you're a former warden, and you stand before me. Aye?
Sorry, what did you say?
He said, so the former warden stands before me, aye?
That's correct, Your Grace.
I knew of your group. Welcomed them in with open arms, I did. Allowing that spawn of the Glowhammers, their religious movement, to have a place in my city. And you now come to me with words and tales of treachery, of abduction, of my people, of torture, and the slaying of innocent lives. All things would result in your death. But there's one bit that puzzles me, Warden. Why now? Why, after all these years, did you come back? Hey, speaking Draft, because your mic might
Because
be...
I was sick and tired of running. For all that time, I've been living with the fear and the anxiety and the guilt of what I did and what I didn't do. And I've had the voices of the so-called damned flying around my head for a century, and people had to know, people had to in some way find justice and somehow either get solace for myself or I don't know. Your Grace, I fully admit that I am a coward, I am an oathbreaker, I am a foolish man who...
He raised his hand to stop you. So you knew of this vault, and you knew that those that were forsaken were put in there. So let me ask you this one, then, Warden. When my clerics went in, they could find no signs of undead. All of them gone. Do you happen to know that one, then?
I do. Last time, at the current moment, I travel. Us three, we're part of a wider band of adventurers. We're working with the Plain Hunters, and we came here to Platinum Hold, perhaps to help out with the mine collapse that happened recently.
You actually see, when you mention it, it's like, despite how tense it is, you just watch this, like, soldiers, his shoulders sag, and he just, like, rolls his eyes back. Oh, continue.
And while I was here, and while we were here, we stopped by a tavern I used to go to called the Gravel Pit, and I'm sure someone as noble as you has probably never been there. But
Well, I've been there.
Oh, really?
What, you think I just stayed locked up in this castle?
You're the High King, my lord.
What I do is none of your business, Warden.
Oh, do not call me that.
You're a warden
Anyway.
until you prove otherwise.
Anyway, so we were given a job to go to what we didn't know at the time, but with the old Warden's Manor and clear it out. And
Who told
we
you?
found... Pardon?
Who told you to clear it out?
At the time, he called himself the Anvil. But later on, he told us that his name... Well, he told me in a letter that his name was Anvil of Firehammer.
You watch as Ulov visibly flinch at this, and the king just like sits back. I know him.
Aye.
Fool of a cousin.
Anyway, he told us to get in there and clear the place out of the critters and all sort of manner of beasties in there. And eventually we came down to the basement and found a secret entrance into the vault. And when we were in there, we were greeted with the spectral image of the spectral ghost of
The captain.
some sort of... Pardon?
And Varel came to us 50 years ago. told us what he did when he defected. Said he sealed the captain in somewhere.
Well, it was there. I'm guessing. I mean, I wasn't involved in the fight that happened in the vault, but didn't sound like he was very happy. I got to say.
He slowly points towards Fortune and MC. You two, did you take part in this battle in the vault?
We did.
I almost died.
So do you know what happened in there?
You could take a guess. Nothing good.
Don't test my patience.
There were bodies in there, many, some chained up. One of them was free, and they had a great sword. My friend here, I gesture to Fortune,
Hello.
took this sword and summoned this spectral guardian of sorts. And he was clearly hostile. After that, a fight ensued.
And what of the captain? Did you kill him or did he get away?
He was killed.
And that's all I need to know.
There was one thing, though. He summoned a hound of sorts that got away.
Ula speaks up. My lord, we've had many people situated in that vault since its discovery. We have found no such thing, and our clerics could find nothing of the sort. The only thing we found close to a hound, as you say, was a bunch of canine bones.
Well, magic has an odd way of working. I can't exactly explain it to you, but I can assure you that I'm telling more than the truth.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Extra truth. Truth plus.
Persuasion?
Truth.
Yes, with advantage.
Truth plus ultra.
Oh, yeah. I thought we got the thing. I thought we did kill the skeleton dog, though.
Woohoo! Whoa, look at that!
Oh, damn it. Oh, nice.
Well, a stain on the dwarven name is gone at the very least. That still leaves, though, what to do with you. Regardless of what you say or what you've done, it can't undo decades of what the wardens have done. Kind of ponders for a second before you see a grin appear. Tell me, you said you're interested in the mine explosion, eh?
Well, that's why we were here. We had reports of an explosion down here, and I thought you guys could need the help.
And you're plane hunters, aye?
That's correct, sir.
If it ain't the paladins, it's the goddamn plane hunters. Alright, if that's the case.
As I awkwardly tuck my symbol in.
Alright, fine. If you're so interested in helping out in the mine, then I know exactly what to do with the likes of you. By my right as High King, I would normally sentence you to death for involvement in the Warden's discovered treachery. Telling us now don't matter, since you kept your mouth shut for so long. But I know something that might benefit us all. 2 jobs. You do 2 jobs for me, and I'll officially pardon you of your sins. I'll even pay you for it as well. The first job is that some Gerhanian military units went into the mine shaft a week ago. None have came out. I sent a team down to try and find them. They never came out. And what's going on there may be the reason why. So, what I want you to do is simple. I want you to go down into this mine shaft. I want you to find any of our lads. And if you can, the Johanians, but they're not important. And I want you to get them out best you can. If you can't, fine. Confirming their deaths is good enough. Your second job, Olav will tell you once you're there. Olav! Yes, Your Grace. You're to go down to the mine shaft and take command. I'm sure you're aware of the stuff that's there, so they could do with the morale. Once this one and his friends are here, you are to tell them of the main mission. Your Grace, are you going to entrust that with... Are you questioning me, Olav? No, Your Grace, it's just... Then you know that if they fail, we win either way. Yes, Your Grace. Good. You, Warden, what's your name?
Trothanar Glowhammer.
I knew the Glowhammers, Trothanar. They had some good people in there. You best prove
I
to me
think
that...
I'm one of them, sir.
Well, let's see you prove that to me. Get out of here. Olaf just quickly speaks up and just looks at you and says, it is time for us to go. We have kept the king busy long enough. My king, thank you for your time and your judgment. And just quickly walks off. Just kind of, sort of like, with her massive hand, just like starts pushing you towards the main door that you can see following the carpet.
So are we all escorted out?
Yes, you are escorted out by Olav.
Okay.
So eventually the doors behind you are closed and she walks down the stairs and eventually you realise you're at where the stairs got grand enough so you can see to the left is the guard area. Morian, take me for this. Well, Trofnar, it appears that fate shines brightly on you. You have a second leash, so long as you do this job for us.
Thank you.
Make one thing clear though, Trofnar. Should you or your friends here try to leave, you shall be met with by force and assume that you are escaping judgment.
Aye. Of course.
I would rather get this sorted as soon as possible, but I know what warriors are like. They need time to prepare, so you are free to do as you wish, unhindered, as if you have not yet committed any crimes. And when you are ready, you are to head towards Mineshaft JS. You shall see a small garrison there. Ask for Commander Thomas. He will lead you to me.
What was that name again?
Thomas. Tumas.
Okay.
You will recognize him.
I was writing it too. Yeah.
He is... We call him Tulmas the Red, due to his beard being a blood red shade, so it should be easy enough to spot.
Okay.
Very well. Guards! He just like beckons some of the guards over. Escort these out of the keep. Ensure that they do not return unless ordered to.
These.
No, they didn't call him a thief. He just said escort him out of the keep.
No, these.
It sounds like it said you misheard me. I said these, not thieves.
Yeah, it's
No,
very...
I'm saying these.
Yeah, it's just like these is like an objective. It's very much like
Yeah.
these is like
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Well, he doesn't. Yeah.
That's the way it
Do
be,
you
though.
say that in character, Nemesis, or out of character?
Olaf wants me
That was
dead.
out of character. Don't
Okay,
worry.
all right.
Ouch.
Okay. So, so you are promptly escorted out by these set of dwarfs. As the door opens, 4 of the dwarfs that were at the pillars come in, while the other 4 go out, escorting you all. And eventually you are, you kind of directed out as you kind of get a little bit further away, the drawbridge gets pulled up once more.
I just go and try to find like a bench or just like a block of marble and just sit down and just take a deep breath.
Okay.
I'm going to actually sit by him.
All right.
Are you okay? Troth.
Troth?
Hi.
Are you
I need a
sure?
drink. Oh, I see that.
I'm... Don't tell anyone I said this, but I am quite proud of you.
Duh. Thanks.
I know what it's like to be afraid of things and to run away. And I didn't realize that you had so much depth.
Well, it's good to see that I've broken your stereotype of just the drunken, sweary dwarf.
I mean, you
And-
still are, but you have a few more layers than that.
And I
Fair enough, I guess.
apologize for assuming that.
Hey, thanks. Don't worry. It's... Guess... in my cowardice, I just... never let what I've done or to yourself or anything like that happen, just in case, you know. Right, we should get going. Hey, Fortune, you wanted to go to that jewelry shop, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so let's go. I think I know the way from here. Let's go.
Are you sure you don't need another moment? We can wait a minute, it's fine.
No, I know. I need to take my mind off things. Okay.
Would you like
I'll be
some
fine. Don't worry
water?
about me. What?
You need some water.
Sure, go ahead.
And I pass along the water skin.
All right.
And I take just a big chug.
It's a little bit warm just because it's, you kind of near lava. But it's not like it's not like warm water where it's like, ugh, come on, really? It's just like it could be colder. So a little bit under room temperature, basically.
I drink room temperature water. No, not really. I drink room temperature soda.
That's
Which
different.
everyone thinks is weird.
Room temperature soda.
Yes.
Also, is it weird that I also really like flat Coke?
I don't even drink Coke.
The heck is wrong with you people?
I know, right?
But, that I don't
Flat
like.
cola is not.
It can be okay.
Not
The
bad.
drink,
If
but-
if it's really cold, flat cola is actually not too bad. It's just like sugar water still, but it's not.
Yeah,
bad.
basically, yeah. Alright,
Okay.
so Okay, so yeah, I just
Okay, so
take it. Yeah. I just like take just one last. So what does? Yeah. I just want to just like close my eyes, put my head down, put my head in my hands, and just take one last deep breath and just go. Right. No use dwelling on the past. Let's go.
And
And then,
I'm
yeah,
holding both of their hands while we're walking because we just went through things.
And yeah, and I just point out the directions to the bloody other side of the fucking hold to the two shores.
Look, you're getting in your steps today, okay?
and this would be a great place to end the session, but we're only like halfway through our normal session time, so all right. So the other team, what are you guys doing then? After your
Well,
little
we were
shopping
going
trip?
to try to go and meet up with them, I think.
Yeah, like I don't
Make an
I
investigation
don't know.
check because you got no idea where.
Yeah, like I don't know if we had an idea of where they
Well,
were.
it's less of where. It's more synchronizing so that you arrive at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
yeah.
how long did that take compared to what we did?
So yours
Yeah,
took. So the travel time, took most of the same for each of you. Actually, no, it took a bit. It's Trufnar's team got a bit quicker because Fortune's got that feat that allows her to half time through to there. So it took about half an hour to get to the keep, whereas it took you guys an hour. And that entire conversation in the keep itself took, I would say, obviously because we condensed it down because a sheer hour of it would be madness, but about an hour.
Okay.
So, and your little shopping trip would have taken 10 minutes, so about 20-minute difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I know where it is with a 16? Like I know where it is.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll say for the sake of it that with a 16 as well, that you guys kind of go through the market district, and as you're making your way down towards the keep, that's when Trofnar, Fortune, and Nemesis are coming up.
I was like, they're there. They're holding hands. Look at them.
Oh, what's going? Guys.
Did everything go okay?
Did something happen?
Everything
suppose-
went great.
I suppose it went as good as it could, I guess.
They're still here.
I see then.
Yeah, well, yeah, that they're still here. I can't imagine it was anything really good. I probably went to the keep because of what happened last night, right?
Yeah, I just sort of looked to Trotner. I'm like, what did the firekeepers have to say?
Well, I can't. Yeah, I see. I sort of quickly look around me and for any sort of guards or any untoward-looking figures and go, I can't see out here. If you want to talk about it later at the gravel pit, sure, but not now. Okay.
Should we?
Okay.
What time is it, Tick?
Do you want to give a key mind feat so that you can always know what the time
I don't.
is?
I'm like, it's. I guess we're around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have no idea. Could I just roll something to make some sort of attempt?
If you had to hazard a guess, just pure shot in the
forgot
dark.
about the underground thing.
It would be the equivalent.
How long has it been since we woke up? Like we woke up, we did a lot of this stuff. Is it?
I would
about
say
noon
if
time if
let's
we woke up. At
if let's
normal
say if you
hour?
were to wake up in the morning, it would be coming up to around noon at this point.
Okay, so we do have some time left in terms of energy and ability to do things, but okay.
We're just gonna start shouting in the streets. Does anybody know what time it is?
Yeah.
Oh, but here's this handy dandy clock that I keep here because it's a dwarvish clock. Yeah. They said dwarvish.
Oh, that's a bad impression, you know. That's a shite impression of a dwarf, you wee lass.
Fuck you, you fucking dumb.
Are there any cats out here?
No, there is not.
I don't impersonate. Maybe I just don't impersonate a dwarf often enough.
So what do we plan on doing now? I look at everybody.
Well, Fortune wanted to look at jewelry.
Aye.
And Nemesis is coming with us, and Trothnar too.
I shall join.
I'm guessing.
Kind
I'm
of
guessing the jewelry shop is in that market. I don't think
Yes.
right?
Yes, it's in the market.
Hey, so it's in the what's it called again? That market again? It had a name, didn't it?
It did have a name. I need to get
The
that
Golden
particular.
Pass. Oh,
That's it. Yes. That's it.
So-
I know it was the Golden Summit, but then it's like, wait, there's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
else
yeah.
that's called the Golden something, and it's like,
Hey,
shit.
If you want, we can just go back to the Golden Pass. I've got everything there on this jewelry.
Oh yeah. Also, guys, I figured out what this ring does.
Yes,
what
he
does it
can. He can jump very far. Look, Delson, jump.
God.
And then I just like
I choose
I
to
do
jump.
like a thing, and he jumps.
Mighty leap.
Yeah, because by def... Actually, you can only jump 3 feet normally. Oh no, technically 2 feet because you got a
Delson,
negative
you
1.
weak. How
No,
weak are
he
you?
can jump 2 feet. He can jump 2 feet normally, so he can jump 6 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so it's not.
So that's about
he's-
Nemesis' height, though.
Yeah, so basically he can jump just high enough to match Nemesis' height, give or take. Or just a little bit above
I can
it.
jump over.
It definitely
I can
looks
jump
weird.
over
I think.
Nemesis.
Okay.
I think you'd end up like kicking me in the head, honestly.
Well, wait, Nemesis
I'm
6
very
feet, so yeah, actually, yeah.
acrobatic. Do you?
Yeah, she's 6'2".
Yeah, so
Yeah, you
yeah,
don't
so you
actually even reach like Velis height because he's like 8 foot.
yeah, so Nemesis, so
I can at least leap
Delson's
over
feet.
her shoulders.
Yes. Yeah, so Delson is able to like jump to the point where his feet is level with Nemesis' face.
He could leapfrog then.
Yup.
Yeah.
Although, wait. So, my question is, what the fuck was the anvil doing with a ring that made him jump?
I don't know.
It does actually sound something handy for him. I mean, he looked good.
I'm not sure he could use.
I mean, maybe he needed it to reach higher places or something.
But he didn't because he got rid of it.
Maybe he has another one. I don't know.
Maybe.
Wherever he is. He didn't need it anymore. Okay, so should we start heading towards the Golden Pass then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What sort
Right,
of?
this way, lads.
Yes. Let's go.
so,
Ooh.
so you make your way back up the ramp to the sort of to the top level of Platinum Hold, and you do make it to the Golden Pass. It's a little bit quieter, mostly because you notice that some of the shopkeepers were beast folk, and with what's going on. But the jewelry store is, or the jewelry stand, I should say, is being manned this time by a human.
Hello, human. I am here to shop.
Why did you say it like that?
Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that Game Grumps bit? Hello, human. Oh, sorry, I mean, hello, human.
The,
Okay.
Don't
The-
mind her. She's crazy.
Hey.
clearly,
Yes.
well, what do you want, tiefling?
He has a sense of humor.
Indeed, that's nice.
I turn around and tell the others, shoot, get away. I'm shopping. Go.
Yeah, I will. I'll just like look at stuff, but
I will
continue-
actually look
continue with
around.
fortune.
I'm
Well-
for once just kind of leaning against a wall, just like, why am I here?
Oh,
Actually, I'm going to try and eavesdrop on Fortune's conversation while I'm looking around.
Make a perception check.
You know, I'll do the perception. I was kind of sticking. I was thinking of sticking with her as well.
Okay, perception check.
I love how fortune had to be like, "Fuck off, party, shoo."
And
I think I heard a rat.
What'd you roll? I think I can't see it. I rolled 9.
Rolled a 9.
Oh god.
Rolled a 7.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
As Velith,
Did you hear a rat too?
No, he won't.
I think we were the same rat.
Okay, so Piers, you can't hear the conversation that's going on.
I just look around.
Wow,
and see if
guys.
anything-
Nice
But can I at
rolls.
least look to
Wow.
see if there's any symbol?
Jesus. That's the worst.
I mean, I'm looking around to see if there's anything interesting as well.
All right, go ahead and make investigation check, and then we'll come back to you two after this bit.
Oh, I mean, there must be something interesting then.
You don't know. Sometimes I might make you do a roll without any reason. Because I'm like that. Well, Tiefling, what is it?
Do you happen to have any amethyst earrings?
I may.
Can I see them?
Kind of like reaches over to because the thing is that the stand, it's essentially like a whole bunch. Do you know like those small like safes that are like squarish? It's kind of like that. He just like takes out a key and just opens it, just like looks in, closes it, locks it again, goes to a different one, and then reaches in. It's in a small wooden box, and as he pockets the key, he just takes it out and just shows it to you. It's the earrings themselves are like it's solid, like the metal is gold, and it wraps around the amethyst, which is kind of like almost what's it? I know like everyone calls it like the fucking this shape. That's not the right. That's me fucking that up. Like what's that shape called? Dad, fuck. What's that shape called?
I honestly can't tell what shape you're trying to make at the moment.
It's like a
Yeah, that's just it's just a diamond. The Volcom
looks like
logo. What do you want?
Rhombus? It looks
Rhombus,
like
that was
a
it.
hologram.
yeah.
Rhombus.
Yeah, so it's a rhombus shape. It's a rhombus. The amethyst is cut into a rhombus shape, with a sort of with the gold metal just wrapped around it.
And how much for these?
220 gold for the pair.
I'm gonna take a quick look around to make sure the rest of the party isn't looking.
Oh man, the fact
Well,
I
we
love
can
that
hear
she
you.
has the 500 gold. She'd be like, "Fuck it."
300.
That
I
oh,
mean,
even better.
I guess we could see if we see it.
Make a perception check.
I'll let Delson do it. 'cause
I'll make
I'm
I'll make a
technically looking
perception
for
check
something else.
because I'm like
Wait.
half paying attention, but I haven't really made one for this sort of thing.
You want to roll?
And I have -2 in it.
Yay!
70. Oh.
Oh my god.
Even with.
-2. He's still
Fortune, make a perception check of your own, just to see if you spot them, because I imagine they're doing it a bit discreetly.
Yeah, I'm just
60? Yeah, Valif and Delson are kind of like, you see them glancing towards you. Like, they're
I'm just
glancing in the
gonna-
way where it doesn't look like they are, but you kind of
yeah,
watch.
like I feel like I definitely see you, but I feel like I don't really care. Like you see me, and I just, and then I go back to what.
Because you don't know that she's
Oh my
broke.
god.
You don't. You,
It's a chain.
you
What
don't
was
know
that,
that she's
Fortune?
supposed to be broke, basically.
What was that, Fortune?
You said it was how much? 220?
220.
She's just gonna quickly take the money, put it in his hand.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
Because I assume you don't want anyone to see it. Oh, 1.
Oof.
So you grab it, and then it like as you try and quickly do it, like the pouch sort of like slips out your hand and kind of like not obviously heavily, but like hits the shopkeeper in the chest, and as it does, you just hear the sound of just gold fall onto the ground.
What? Wait, what?
And the rest of you
So
what?
does
And the rest,
like everybody see this? Does, like, the whole party?
well, Delson and Valif, you see it just like get thrown and just fall over. Then some of you hear like the sound of gold landing. It's a bit difficult to hear over the sounds of other stuff, but it's like you see that you just you can't turn around. You see like several bits of gold. Not all of it fell out of the pouch, and the shopkeeper had like grabbed the pouch to stop more of it falling out. But several gold coins are now kind of like ding, 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 everywhere.
Fortune. When did you become rich? And you made me buy your clothes? How long have you been rich?
The song.
I'm not rich. I was saving up for something special for somebody, okay?
That wouldn't happen to be. You didn't happen to come into that money today, did you? In a chest in a back alley?
Thanks, pantomime. Make me happy.
No, I didn't come into the money today, not in a back alley.
I wonder what happened to that heavy sack in the chest, to be honest.
I guess I'll try an insight.
I
think
so
everyone's
roll
paying
an
attention
roll an insight check, but Trofnar, you're seeing the shopkeeper. He's holding a pouch that looks very similar.
I'm gonna start paying attention.
50.
Wait, this guy recognized the pouch?
No.
I recognize the pouch.
Trofnar recognized the pouch because he saw the pouch. And the
okay,
shopkeeper
that
has
makes
the pouch because Fortune just tried to quickly pass it over to him.
Fortune? Where
Yes,
in
Chopper?
Morian's green earth did you get that bag?
Well, that was the bag from the chest. And it's now my purse.
It's fun now.
Wow.
So as a reward, the anvil just gave us an empty fucking bag.
Well, I mean, no, there was something in it.
What?
I'm going to take out my 5 candles and my 2 flask of oil.
As you're doing this, the shopkeeper is just kind of tapping you on the shoulder.
Yes.
Excuse me, miss. Here. That gives you 23 gold change. I think some of it fell, and here is your earrings.
Excuse me, that is not the right amount of change. I know how much money I had. I should be having 81 change back.
It was 200 and
Like, she tries to jump one.
it was 220. When you threw the pouch at me, some of the gold fell out.
Yes, and inside of the pouch was 301 gold exactly and 1 copper. I know how much money I have on me, human. Don't try to test me.
300 gold?
Is that an intimidation check, Fortune?
I don't
Make
know
an intimidation check with disadvantage because you threw the pouch and he counted the gold that was in that pouch while you were arguing.
I know how much money I had on me, minus the ones that we got from last
dropped
session because
the
nobody
gold.
updated me
Yes,
with that.
there is gold that is on the floor right now, and you can actually see a few people.
Well, that's his
kinda
gold. So that's his gold.
And you can see some of those on the. You can see some people that are walking about. Some of them have already started to pick up some of the gold, so some of the gold has been taken by people.
Can I join in picking up some of the gold?
Sure. Make a dexterity check.
I'm just sitting in the front of the shop, just shaking my head.
Miss.
I'm very poor.
Well,
Okay?
this isn't even like a shop. This is just like a fucking cart with a tent situation,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just standing here, just same shit, different day.
He puts.
I'm very poor. Okay.
He grabs a copper coin and puts it in the pouch and hands it to you.
I swear, human, I will punch you.
Oh my
Fortune, stop it already.
You
Can
try
I
it.
say
I
that as
call
I'm
the.
picking up some gold?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
Fortune, just stop it.
Excuse me. Maybe you shouldn't throw your money pouch at people, and the gold won't fall out. There was 247 gold pieces in there. That's why you have 27 back. And your earrings.
Man,
Wait, what
gold
earrings?
just hanging out on the ground.
Wait, what earrings?
You can see that he's holding a wooden, a small wooden box with 2 earrings on.
Why are the earrings 250 gold? 200 some gold anyways.
They're good earrings.
They are.
For some,
They
for
are.
someone.
They are really nice earrings.
Yeah, wink, wink.
Like it is. Like it is. Like,
The
like it, like the gem itself has been like chiseled in such a way that it's like perfectly flat faces, basically. Like this is
Yeah.
high
It's
grade
a
craftsmanship.
masterwork.
Yeah, it is high grade craftsmanship.
I just find it odd because amethyst, as far as I'm aware, is a very common stone.
Yeah, but it's just like made well, right? Like
I like
yeah,
amethyst, yeah.
It's just like
How well made
pink.
it
It's just nice and pink and nice.
Yeah, like it is a deep shade of purple, but it is like you can see clear through it basically, and there's no impurities inside of it or anything. It is like, again, it's like masterwork. Like this person or whoever it is that you got it from put a lot of effort into it. Hence the price.
She wants the best, and she's paying for the best.
On my hand, I will kill you.
So,
Your
do you
dirty-ass
want
mouth.
the earrings or not? And your change.
How
Yes.
much gold have I picked up from the floor?
I would say you were able to pick up 15 gold. And a copper
That's
piece.
not bad.
Yay.
Well,
Hey, Fortune.
there we go.
I give her the copper.
You're welcome for the copper.
And
No,
you
I-
have the earrings.
Like another gold as well, so I can just make this 80 and make it nice and even.
That's my thing. Excuse me.
Yes,
Oh, hey,
I know
actually,
that is
I
your
have
thing.
gold now.
Look,
I
I
don't
don't
have the one copper to offset that now.
I don't care what you do, just here. And he hands you your pouch, which now has 27 gold in it, and the Mastercraft amethyst earrings.
That do nothing.
Do nothing.
They're beautiful.
I mean, you knowing your Arcana could probably be infused with a spell, given enough time, maybe a bit of money.
Yeah.
Anything can be infused
Yeah.
with this.
Like they're in like such a, it's like these, like, yeah, no, you could use them for something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
yeah.
I don't think
Now that
I...
I'm thinking about it. Hmm.
Actually, I don't know. I think item creation magic rules are different in 5e. I don't know how you make
Yeah,
it.
but,
but like,
just
yeah,
because
but-
you're a magic caster, basically, like because you have knowledge of like the arcane arts, being a sorcerer, I would say that you know, and also you guys have spoken to Kimbany. He's spoken about infusing things with spells and everything.
I would
Oh
imagine
god,
that
Tiffany.
if I was to say out of my spells, the most useful thing would be to apply haste to it.
Yeah,
That might
haste is
help.
a big. Yeah, haste is a big one. That'd be like
That-
once per day. You could just be like,
Yeah.
That would be
That
expensive.
or I could maybe apply my if I could maybe apply something like a spell like Dragon's Breath. So it's like, hey, look, for like a good minute, you now can free fire at will.
Well, keep in mind that crafting a spell is expensive and
Yeah, that's the
long.
problem. I know
Time.
that's expensive, so
And
it's
yeah.
like I don't think I'd actually be able to do it. It'd probably cost me
We'd-
1,000 gold.
yeah, we'd have to take some time and be like
Yeah, it's
hanging out for a while, and then downtime, and then a bunch of money, and then
anyway.
yeah.
So is that all, or do you wish to buy something else?
That's all.
I was actually looking around to see what sort of symbols you guys had.
What do I find as investigating?
You find an instrument shop,
Huh?
like a shop that
An
sells
instrument
instruments.
Wait, where?
It is. Well, you wouldn't see that at this point currently because you're busy dealing with this. Yeah, Floriano. So you find a large granite building, called Brass Blunders. You can see in the windows there are several brass instruments. It looks like, going by the name, going by the instruments, this specializes in brass instruments. All right, so you mentioned the symbol thing. It's like,
Yep.
I deal with gems and gold and silver, not religious stuff.
Mm.
You don't go selling symbols over here because, by gods, the churches would throw a fit.
Fair enough. Can I see the types of stones you have, though? Those stones.
Certainly. I will. Not so much show, but I can say what I have on inventory. I have, and he like takes out a small set of glasses and a parchment. I have emeralds. I have diamonds. I have a few sapphires. A couple of opals and pearls. All these have not been treated except for the diamond. And I have not a stone per se, but some onyx.
I see then.
Do any of them interest you, or...?
The onyx a little bit.
Like, takes out a small key and opens one of the larger of the safes and just pulls out... It looks like a lump of rock with some black, like, glass stuff on it. As I say, it's not been treated. You would have to chisel it yourself, which is a risky endeavor, given its fragility.
I see then. How much would it be anyways?
In this uncut state, it would be about 35 gold pieces.
Oh, I wish I had that much.
I'm
what
sorry.
about pearl?
Oh, pearls, they're quite easy. They are 3 gold a piece, because, as he's locking the crate, because it's just, you go to the sea and you get them.
May I see them?
He opens one of the other chests and pulls out an oyster. Clearly an oyster that's been dead for a while, but safest way to hold them, I'd say. And he just he watches and pulls open one of them. You can see a small pearl about the size of a dime, roughly.
What color is it?
Pure white.
I'll take it.
Just hands you the oyster and takes the 3 coins from you. And before he closes it and locks it again.
Ah man, Evie would have loved if I gave her the shells. But I'll take...
Alright. So, what's the rest of you doing then?
Sure.
How much money have I got?
I guess go look for a clothing shop.
Okay. It's easy enough to find. You do find a small shop called the Jaded Dragon.
Dragons.
Dragons. Oh, but it's not like... Is it like a shop that's like general and not just dwarvish clothing shop?
It actually appears to be a general clothing shop, not a dwarvish one. Although it does... It obviously, like, as you can see, just from looking at the bits of clothing, as you kind of, like, peek in, it is primarily dwarven focused, given that you're in a dwarven city, but there are a few for other individuals.
Yeah, it's like a Gap and a Gap Kids.
Okay. I guess it'll depend on what kind of look I want to for. Yeah, I guess the problem. Despite the fact that I say that, I look around. I guess I'll find anything. Maybe I'll look again later. I guess we'll move on to something else.
Okay.
To the tavern, I guess. So probably our next thing.
Actually, I'll also say as well, because I completely forgot that Delson also did an investigation check. in the
Yeah,
market.
didn't you want to look at that
in the market.
damage drop, I think, actually?
Well, this is a bit different. So with Delson, with the investigation check you did when you were kind of like shooed off by Fortune, you kind of saw. You didn't find any particular shops. We did see a sign that had been placed recently, pointing further down a way, just a little bit a ways, called the Golden Leaf. That's where I was getting confused.
I think I want to go check out the Golden.
Okay, so we'll say after all that stuff, you head towards the Golden Leaf. Okay. So, you make your way down this pathway, down this street, basically. There are several shops around you, but they kind of taper out a bit to just be like general residents until you come to a large brickwork house, a brickwork building, which dominates. Like, you look left and right, and it is still there, and you can see at the top, above the door, you can see it saying the Golden Leaf.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
What's the big one?
So you go into the Golden Leaf, and you find yourself in a foyer. It is the inside. It is beautiful. It has marble cladding on the inside. You can see a few paintings on the wall, and you can see ahead of you a black marble desk with what appears to be a female gnome, kind of just writing something on a parchment.
Hello?
Yes, do you have an appointment, or?
I do not. I just.
Well, what are you doing here then?
I'm new around here. I was just checking out where it led.
Well, you found yourself in the Golden Leaf. It's not a tavern. I know many of you folk like that, but it's not a tavern.
Then, may I ask, what sort of business do you have? Is the Golden Leaf?
The Golden Leaf, it is it's a bit of a concept, but if people need money, we give it them and they pay it back to us later.
I see then.
No, it's a trap. Don't do it.
So-
You're gonna get in debt.
It's a loan.
Don't fall for the vices of capitalism.
Yes, the full name is the Gold Leaf Payment Office. We deal with anybody who needs to take out loans, which we provide, and then they pay back, usually with interest.
I see then.
Are you interested in taking out one of these loans?
No, not right now. Not right now. Thank you.
Very well. And she goes back to just writing on the parchment.
I am going to exit, but keep a mental note that this is where this building is.
Okay.
Perhaps I should tell Trofnar at some point.
Alright, so you make your way back after wandering off. Is there anything else that anyone else is doing?
Does dying of embarrassment count as an action?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a free action.
That's a free action.
Alright, I'll just be in the corner dying of embarrassment.
And I have the feeling, just a hunch, that Nemesis is absolutely livid.
What? What's going on?
Why would she be livid?
Yeah,
The
don't
fact
we all
with the
just like
gold.
meet back together? We don't know that happened.
Well, I'd imagine given the yelling that was happening prior, but... Anyway, so eventually you all meet up. Is there anything that you wish to do beyond Fortune dying of embarrassment?
Well, I'm going to tell Trofnar that I found the whole loan office.
Actually, would you say that I am within 1 mile of Hanel?
You can certainly try.
Are we?
Alright.
I mean, are we even 1 mile above from the surface?
You don't know.
You don't know.
I'm going to clear my throat and quietly say in Celestial, Hanel, can you hear me?
No response.
Hanel, are you there?
No response.
Alright.
Oh, you just cracked okay.
I'm going to switch over to common and speak out loud. I'm going to go check the stables.
Alright. What about everyone else? Is they going anywhere?
I'll join her.
What, we gotta get to the stables.
To the stables.
Why are we heading there?
Just follow the main group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just follow protagonist A and protagonist B.
Okay.
I don't answer that question. I'm just kind of quickly walking, making my way there.
Okay. We'll say for the sake of brevity, it does take you about an hour or so to get from Platinum Hold up to the Landwalker's Hold. And you get closer to the stables at this point.
Alright, as we get closer, I'm going to try again. Hanel, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. What's going on? Did something happened? We going or what?
I'm going to abruptly stop as I hear him.
What was that?
I'm going to abruptly, like, stop my walking as I connect with him.
She found Sal or something.
Right.
What was that? Never say I didn't quite hear you then.
Are you alright?
Yes, yes. Just, you know, galloping about. Doing
How's
horse stuff.
Brutus?
Oh, he's fine, I think.
Has anyone new come there? What about the centaur girl?
I mean, the centaur person, is that what they're called? Centaur person? She's, a couple of them, the horse have came back. As for those coming in, no, not that I'm aware of. Why?
I just wanted to make sure that you were alright. There's something has happened here that would cause people like the centaur to disappear, if you will.
I mean, there were like some of the smaller lot, like what's his name, Trofnar. Some people like that came to talk to her, but didn't disappear. Just talked and left.
Did you hear what they were saying or asking?
You do know this is the. I only speak Celestial, right? I could hear them, but I can't understand them for the life of me.
I've made a mistake. Unfortunate.
I mean, I'm certainly trying to pick up words, but it's kind of difficult without any point of reference.
It's alright. I will make note to teach you that. Just keep me informed if anything does happen.
Well, I was trying to, but I couldn't get through to you.
Yes, it would appear that
How deep is that archway? Because it seems a lot deeper than it seems.
well, considering that I haven't been able to get into contact with you up until this point, you can assume.
More than a mile,
at
got
least
it.
make an estimate. Yes. Alright, I just wanted to check on you. I was worried for a little bit, but it seems I don't have to be.
I'm certain that I'll be okay here.
Well, yes, given that even if something were to happen, I could just summon you back.
Please do not make this seem so trivial.
You're right. You're right. You are, in fact, a person of sorts.
I can still die, and that still hurts a lot. So please do not trivialize my death like that.
I apologize.
It's fine. Just saying. I don't think you would like it to die and then be pulled back through the barrier to come back again.
Well, I actually had a friend like that. Never mind. I came to do what I wanted to, so I suppose I will be going back down. I wish that everyone wouldn't have followed me, but...
Well, you know where to find me, I guess. And if I find anything when you come to visit, I will let you know best I can.
Keep your eyes and, I suppose, ears out. I give a chuckle.
Gonna be difficult on that last one, but I'll try.
It was... No, never mind your horse, you don't get jokes.
That's racist.
You feel, and even though you can't see him, you kind of sort of picture him just having a look of confusion.
Alright, I'm going to turn around and look at them.
Hey guys, Nemesis still talking with herself.
Oh yeah, no one can understand me.
Yeah. Well, also, you speak telepathically, so you're not saying anything.
Yeah. Yes, but I said that I was whispering things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It helps my thoughts.
All
so
right.
yeah.
As you begin to walk back, you hear Hanel speak again. Nemesis.
Yes.
Thanks.
For what?
For coming to say hi.
That's cute.
I just have like my hand on my chest and like a face of like motherly pride.
Okay. And as you feel like the mental connection just kind of like close off, as it appears that Hanel has moved out of range.
Oh, I love him. My fun.
Alright, so what do you guys do now then?
It's time to get royally hammered.
We could derail for a bit and go to the hot springs.
I don't think I have the money for hot springs.
Well, one of us has money for the hot springs.
Could you lend me a gold, Nemesis?
Why would I do that?
Because I need one to get to the hot springs.
I'm pretty sure she didn't mean all of us.
Do I really care to see you naked? No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure they have different baths for males and females.
Probably. Not for
I don't
sure.
know. I've never been in a communal thing.
I don't know.
I just give him Oh god. I'll give him 2 gold. Because
I'll just give him the gold. You don't have to make it uneven.
Yeah.
I was like, if I give him 1
Damn
gold,
it.
it's not gonna be...
I need to make an item that just makes everything be odd numbers.
Oh no. Like, it has to be odd or else it, like, curses me or something.
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Alright, so
Evil DM noises.
at this point, it is like the early afternoon still, so you still got time.
Alright,
We can
so
go to the
you
bar.
guys want to go there?
Yeah, I saw it. I could do with the soak, yeah.
Yes, we can all
I
go.
just want to relax.
I
Yeah, I'm not
suppose
much
before we get thrown to the wolves, we could do that.
Wait, what do you mean by the wolf?
We got a
Nothing,
job.
nothing. We'll tell you later.
Oh boy. Oh boy. How big of a thing did I miss?
Very
I don't
big.
know.
So
Oh,
is
don't worry about it,
everyone
mate.
coming? I mean, I don't
Aye.
think.
Yeah, so
Is
Of course.
Inspiration coming? I kind of eye the dirt child.
Yes.
Really?
I like
Are-
that. I just don't
Are you
have
sure?
time.
Okay, because
it'll
last
last like
time we
one
tried
day
to
and then it'll be
bait
dirty
you,
again.
You ran away.
Yeah.
I ran away unsuccessfully, which means I still got yeah.
Right. Alright.
Hmm.
Suppose if that's what you want. Please,
Plus, I'm
please,
full of water.
please don't make the hot springs dirty. Please don't have like leaves or rats come out of his hair. Please.
Nope.
Oh god,
Whole
please.
rat.
Please. Can I literally just say a small
Okay.
prayer to the Platinum Dragon? In hopes that rats don't come out of his hair?
Yeah.
Nemesis will be fine. There's like 2 of us, and then the rest of them are men. They'll have to deal with it themselves.
There's another girly.
Forgetting me.
Child doesn't count in the women category.
Go all
There
in.
used to be-
Wow.
Please
Well,
no.
there used to be 3, but then, yeah.
Wow. I don't think I'm that much younger than you.
No,
How old
because
are you?
not really. Because that's the thing,
You
You
not
like
really.
you're what, 12?
Yeah, 18.
You're 18?
I'm just
Well,
going
like,
to
make
pat
it, like,
Oriana
appropriate.
on the head and go, sure. Don't rush to grow up.
Yeah,
I don't. I
at
just think-
most, I think she's like maybe 14, actually.
I'll just put my hand on her shoulder. I'm sure
I
they have
remembered,
the same
like-
school for you.
I do remember that like 4 months ago, someone did an insight and knows that I'm not lying about my age.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just kind of like I still think that she's underage. I just don't know like how.
She's lying and she's saying she's younger than she really is. That's how it is,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the ironic thing is she's just saying that she's younger than she normally is, actually. Because she looks too young. She doesn't want to lie that she's actually her actual age. Just don't want to
So
believe.
yeah.
Alright, so I would say for the sake of brevity as well here that you make your way through. Trafnar, you know of the hot springs. You, in happier times, you did occasionally go there.
Hot Springs.
So you eventually make it to the hot springs. It is actually down on the bottom level. It is one of the very few areas where there isn't a military presence. Mostly because it's kind of just situated in a little sort of cave in the area. But you can see it has just basically a wooden wall with a small area in front of it. It is manned currently by a dwarf, male, with brown hair. Doesn't appear to be wearing a shirt either, but he has sort of like the equivalent of a towel like wrapped around his shoulders.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, it's just sort of gets in and just sort of spreads out and just sort of enjoys the nice water.
You are not in the hot spring yet.
Oh, I thought we were.
We haven't paid yet.
No.
Yeah, we haven't.
As much as we would like to just.
No, I
That's
just
funny
don't-
though. That's a great thought.
I now
just
see
does
Val
that
just
in the
spread
room.
out,
I thought we were.
relaxing on
So,
the ground as everyone
We'll
looks
just
at
say
him.
that's in Nemesis' mind.
So you're here for the hot springs, eh?
Ladies. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Are you going mixed baths, genders, public? Which one are you going for?
Public.
Do you have private ones?
I'll go.
We got the mixed bath. The gender specific ones are kind of private, sort of. Bit of slow days, so it'd be pretty much private.
Gendered ones.
I guess I'll go. I guess I'll go into the public.
Public.
That can be.
That one will be 10 gold for you then. For the
really?
gender specific, aye. Well, it's public. It's public and it's mixed, so you got all sorts of people in there.
Okay.
Let's
I'll just give the 10 gold.
All right, in you go. You are the gender one. That's 20 gold because it's a bit more private.
I'll also.
Nancy,
Good. For the
are you joining me?
Well, I'm not joining a mixed bath. Of course, I'm joining you.
Trying to consider if I want to buy a spy on Nemesis and fortune doing whatever, or maybe not.
That's creepy.
That's quite quick. That's quite creepy, sir.
Loriana, bad child.
Yeah, I think I remember that sometimes Sora has actually kind of has an odd personality when first started repeating her in other places after D&D. So I think that's right.
All right, so you two on the gender baths. So 20 gold for the two of you.
I
Alright.
paid my 20.
All right.
I sort of go up with them because I actually don't have any money.
Hey. Women only in that one. No. No.
I will be going in the other wrath, you know.
Mixed, male, gender
Mixed.
specific, mixed. All right, so the public then. So that's 10 gold then. You don't pay the 10 gold, you don't get in.
Yeah, I literally have no money. So
Well, you ain't got no money, you ain't going in.
Kind of look at Valeth and just kind of sigh a bit and toss down 10 gold too.
Thank you very much, miss. You should thank her later. All right. So
Thank
gender
you.
ones, clear sign indicating where the gender specific ones are. You just follow the people. Follow any people that are in there.
I guess I'll go into public one. I guess I will go into public one then.
All right, 10 gold for
I'll
you.
leave those. Yeah, I'll leave them to their private business.
I'll go public as well, please.
10 gold.
There you are.
Takes it off there.
Right. Are you going to?
Just totally seduce the worker. Really?
Ration, are you coming
I
into
could
the
have
house
maybe,
too?
but you know.
Yes, I've already dropped my 10 gold. Yeah.
Oh,
What?
sorry.
Aren't
There you go.
dogs are charisma casters, aren't they? So you should have high charisma.
All right, so we got two in the
We're all-
gender
that's not
specific
really
and the rest of you are
about-
public.
Some
Right.
of us are charisma casters.
So keep in mind, strict no weapon policy. So there'll be a guard nearby. He takes the weapons off you. He gives them back when you come back. You break the law, he keeps them. So don't break the law in there.
Like,
Okay.
Break what?
Wait, what?
Well, we ain't gonna let you carry your bleeding weapons in there, are you?
Oh yeah, but you break a what?
You break the law, he keeps the weapons.
Oh, break the law.
Yeah.
No, I was more wondering, how could you break the law in a hot spring?
Well, let's see. There's assault. There's harassment. There's sexual assault. There's
think we
theft
did it.
of other stuff that people got in there because you're kind of leaving your stuff in there. So yeah, you can break a law in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I'm
things
just.
you can do.
There's a lot you can do.
Can I literally just give Nemesis the "you dumb bitch" look?
I am a dumb bitch. That's out of character.
I'm
I'm just gonna blush a bit and hand the guy my hammer.
All right. Well, it's not. It's you try. No. There's guard in there. Guard in there. Don't worry about it. He won't see anything because he looks after his own little armory area. Can't see a damn thing in there. But yeah. So your gender-specific ones. Follow it down. Take a right. After you hand in your weapons, that's where yours are clearly indicated. The rest of you just keep following it down.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you go through, and yeah, as you go around the corner, you do see there is a what appears to be a dragonborn, just kind of leaning against the wall. There is a sign that says to place weapon, submittance.
All right. I guess I'm gonna put my weapons in.
So you just
I
you
shall
grab.
do the same.
You guys have like your name.
My name,
Bye.
Nemesis Thalo.
Then must follow. Just writes it down. So like attaches it, like wraps the bit of parchment around the hammer and places it down. Very well. Is that all?
And I will take out my Morning Star, because that's the only other weapon I have.
Takes that, place it with the hammer. Everything?
I think that's everything, unless you count shields as weapons.
Yeah, technically yes.
Alright, then I will give my shields too. My 2 shields.
Yep, he just despite the fact that these are heavy stuff, he's like carrying them with ease. It's clear that he's a strong dragonborn. All right, if that's everything, into your respective bathroom. Just call back when you need it.
Thank you very much.
All right, next.
I shall go in and I shall give my rapier.
Yeah. For the sake of brevity, just because it would take a long time, one by one, you all give your names, alias or otherwise, and hand in your weapons and such.
Yeah, I'll do that now.
I wanted to go through my list.
My alias
Some daggers, a sling, and a quarterstaff.
All I have is a dagger.
I got a sword, a bow, a dagger.
Does a loot count as a weapon?
No,
He could. He
Wait,
could go
are you
straight.
one of those that cast spells?
Yes.
Yes, give it to you.
Dang it. I'll also give him my tiny float.
He can always just sing. He doesn't. He can actually.
Actually, you need a spellcasting focus for spells, and that is usually their instrument.
Really? I thought you could indeed do.
Even as a singer, like you could sing, but you need like a.
You need someone to
for
focus
example,
it through.
Like, Critical Role, he had a hand cone.
Yeah.
And he sang out of. For example.
Or it's like how wizards, they use it through their staff and such. Like sometimes, or Caleb in Critical Role technically uses it through his books. But there's usually some creative amount, but for bards it's like, well, theirs is strictly powered through music that they play, so... anyway. It's a little bit that most people avoid. With bards, I kind of... Because they revolve so much around music and their magic is from said music, that's why it's like, yeah.
You could say with that, but like you would need something to focus it.
Yeah, basically, to focus the magical energy through.
Yeah.
Yeah, like wizard at spell books or a staff or something.
Yeah, so what's happening?
Anyway, yeah, so you all go through. So you're separately put in large, so like changing areas. You do see, basically, it's like a medieval version of the swimming baths that you go to. Like those changing rooms, but fancy medieval. You shut up. So, you all strip down to whatever it is, however much modesty you wish to keep for yourselves, and go into the baths. So, Never unfortunately, because you're in the gender-specific one, it is quite quiet. There is only what appears to be 2 other females in there.
Oh yay! All right.
Oh, fun.
They're already in the bath, and like one of them kind of like just knows you walk in, but then just goes back to relaxing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in.
Right.
Sit in a corner, away from people.
Well, they're on the far like right side. Like the way it's shaped is kind of like it goes straight, curves round, and then it sticks outwards to the right, which is where these 2 are, and then it curves back
Okay.
into the middle bit. Kind of like.
Okay, well, I'm just going to be as far away from them as possible.
So kind of like.
I don't want people.
Kind of like this, basically. Like that.
Alright.
Okay.
And I'm just following her.
Okay. So you relax into the hot springs as expected. It is warm and typical hot spring stuff. I'm totally saying this like I've had experience in that.
And yet you don't.
I do not. Yes, see me. It's warm and everything.
I've actually been to a hot springs once. It's been like.
Yeah, I never have, so I am just banking it based on video game logic here.
I've been to a hot spring.
Oh, lucky son. Good for you.
Flowing in from the underground sources.
I've been to many, just
I'm-
being near the Rockies.
I'm gonna look at Fortune and just be like, must you sit by me?
Well, if I'm not sitting near you, how can I give you something?
I don't want whatever you have. Please, gods, don't let it be a bug.
It's not a bug. I didn't bring a bug into the hot springs. And
Okay,
I
well,
just
you would bring a
hand
rat
her
into
the
the hot
box.
springs, so...
Just take the box.
Okay, I'll kind of look at the box.
Alright, it's a rather fancy wooden box. It has a sort of purple covering on top of it.
Oh, how nice. My family color. No. Open it up, I guess.
I'm assuming it's the earrings.
Yes.
So you can see a pair of beautiful gold earrings wrapping around 2 amethysts. The amethysts themselves are a deep set purple, but are just clear enough to see through them. The faces are perfectly flat, and the edges are actually somewhat sharp. Not sharp enough to draw blood, but it's like you can feel the edge of it, basically. How the edge joke here. Yeah.
Why are you giving me these?
I just wanted to get something nice for you.
Why?
Can I not just give you something nice?
Gonna ask you to marry her.
No, you can't. There has to be a cat.
Wow. Please have my babies.
I mean, good luck with those babies.
I mean, they could try. It's not gonna work, but they can try.
Everything's worth one thing.
Nemesis, there is no catch. I just wanted to buy them for you.
Look, I just don't want you to give me these and then somewhere down the line expect something in return. I come from a place where gifts usually have strings attached.
Listen. There are no strings attached. It's just a gift. I want you to have them. And that is all.
All right. Thank you then. I guess I'll put them on because I actually don't have earrings now because they took my sapphire earrings.
All right. So you now have some masterwork amethyst earrings.
Woohoo!
So
And what did they do?
nothing.
They're pretty, that's what they do.
They look really nice
For the
and they're
aesthetic.
expensive. Meanwhile, the rest of you, you make your way into the public baths, basically, and it is a bit more crowded. There is about 7 other people there as well, various genders and races. So anything you guys wish to do?
Are there any rules against cannonballing in?
Yes.
There is.
I think you'd hurt
Yes.
yourself. It's probably not that deep.
Yeah,
You
but we'll
can
just sorta, like,
certainly
settle
try.
I'm just going to step in and just sit back and relax gently.
Okay, please roll 10d6 death damage.
I'm just going to relax in the hot water.
Yeah, same.
Not bothering anyone or anything.
I'll start off with relaxing. Look to see if there's anything.
Yeah.
I guess actually,
And,
I want
like-
to look to see if there is anyone interesting. Actually, as I sit and settle and relax.
So,
while I'm-
individual-wise, or
Individual-wise, I guess. I mean, what else could I look around to see?
so? I mean, define what you would consider interesting for the individuals, because there's 7 of them there, and it's difficult to ascertain what you would consider interesting.
I don't know. I guess if you have to ask me what it was considered interesting, then maybe perhaps there's nothing interesting to begin with.
Like, what particularly are you looking for with them, basically? That might define them as interesting to you.
No idea anymore.
You just lost your train of thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
feel
right.
like in terms of interesting stuff, I always consider the DM to know that. Like, so often you just have, like, we suddenly say, hey, look here, and it's like, here's, like, 4 people that we weren't looking for that are suddenly interesting looking. So I feel like, I guess I get to that expectation, so I never think about it if I ever say what's interesting. I at least...
Yeah, it's just when you say something broad, like, oh, there's people, and even look interesting. I mean, they look like people. What particular bit are you looking for?
Maybe I've gotten used to you having, like, hey, look, here's like, 10 groups of adventurers that we've seen, like, once so far, and each, and, you know, the entire...
I mean, I can say, at the very least, in the 7 people that are there are 2 humans, there's a Goliath, there's a halfling, there is a gnome, and there's a dragonborn.
No dwarves.
No dwarves, surprisingly.
Now that is actually something that's mildly interesting. The fact that, you know, dwarves in a dwarven city. Area.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't.
Well,
I
there's
mean,
not
I
in the
guess
they don't appear to be any in the mixed path area.
Maybe they're like rich out of town or something. No.
So otherwise, like a dozen dwarves in the mill area.
You don't know.
I know. No one knows anything.
Can I look to the humans and just be like, what brings you guys down here?
You'd have to go clear across the hot spring to get to him.
In that case, yeah, no, I'm not going to make that much effort just to speak to people.
Yeah, because I basically for this one it's like it's pretty much like just a big thing like this, and the humans are here. You guys are here near the entrance. Dragonborn's there. Gnome and Halfling are there. What was the other one? I think it was here. They're kind of all in their separate little bits in the hot spring.
Can I put my head on the water and try to see how long I can hold my breath?
Sure. What's your constitution modifier?
Let me see.
You idiot.
1.
1. Okay. So you stick your head under. About 2 minutes pass before you have to surface for air.
Can I pop up and just start coughing violently?
Sure.
Okay.
What are you doing?
You okay?
I'm having fun. Is this not how fun works? Don't you guys ever do this?
But
No.
yeah, I don't do this with.
I mean,
I'll
it
do
might
this in
not.
hot springs.
No,
If
not
this
springs,
were,
maybe. Like
if it were a river or a lake,
yeah, like a lake or something. Didn't
But
that
it's so
hurt? Like,
weird.
wasn't that really hot?
Yeah, but it's like a nice hot. I love the hot.
I mean, it's good for at
To
least.
be honest, like, to be honest, I'm actually a little uncomfortable. I'm actually kind of smidgen uncomfortable by the heat because all the magic is like ice-based. I feel more comfortable in the heat. But at the same
Wait, do I
time,
have a smaller towel I can put on my forehead?
what?
No, you don't, because it's a public
Dang it.
bath, so there's not a whole lot of good. It's like they give you a towel, and that's about it.
Yeah, I feel kind of a mixture of okay and uncomfortable. I feel like okay, well, I'm a bit cooler just because I have ice magic, but it's uncomfortable just because it's so hot. If that makes sense.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna I'm gonna cup my hands, scoop some water, and just let it drift over my head and hair. It's been a while since I've been able to do this.
All right.
Gonna keep moving around with the kid.
And I should say, like, yeah, I'm in the hot bath as well, and I just like dunk my head underwater, but not to hold my breath like some weirdo, just to like wash my hair and get all the grime and shit out, and like run my hands through my beard and get all the fluff out. And whatever.
All right.
And then just a mass, and then just in the bath, the water turns jet black.
Thankfully,
Trothnar when that happens.
thankfully, despite the grind, you do watch it, gradually just get pulled away by the current as the water is basically flowing in and out.
Yeah.
But you all see, for the first time in a long time, a clean Trofnar.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's a
god.
rare thing. It's a rare thing, guys.
It is nice if you actually cleaned it up.
But as you all, first time in a long time, able to just lie back and rest and recuperate after a month of travel and a emotional roller coaster in the last month and a half that you guys have been adventuring. For some, others just for a month, others for a day. That's where we call it. That's what we're going to call it good for this session.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oof.
Someone needs some good squirt guns.
Thanks for giving me a bloody audience with the High fucking King of Platinum Hold.
If you had not said that you were a warden, they would have just said, "Very well, we'll speak to you if we need you."
Oh, true. Fuck.
But if you did not say you were a warden, they would have just said, well, one, Olaf won't have came within an inch of executing you, and two, you won't have had an audience with the High King. They would have just said, well, thank you for the information. If we need you for anything else, we'll summon you. Off you go.
Instead, you almost get half the party killed.
Yeah, I was so sure. Like, I thought, oh god, Fortune isn't gonna shut her mouth. She's gonna get us all killed in this situation.
Hey. She was quiet, mostly.
Because, I mean, even if Trothnar dies, I could at least talk, like, me and Fortune's way out of it. But Fortune started talking, and I was just like, zip it.
That's especially the attitude stuff. It's like, oh boy, you don't want to give attitude to the commander.
He was their idiot.
You don't want to give sass to one, the High King of Platinum Hold, and two, the commander of the entirety of the Firehammers.
Also, I felt like they probably would have found out done a background check on me anyway, and they probably would have found out that, oh shit, this is Trostmar Glowhammer. He's a fucking ward.
Yeah, and now, well, you're not out of the woods, but you're out the worst of the woods.
I know.
How much of your warden-based backstory was like there when you created your character?
None of it.
No, the bare bones.
Huh? The bare
bones. Yeah.
That you left Platinum Hold because of your involvement with this cult. About it. About